hold names, but yet you say this is the biggest fight in boxing, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Let me ask you this question. Let me present it to you this way. Let's say if I was a boxer, you was a boxer, right?
Mm-hmm.
You was a boxer that do big numbers, right? You
Mm-hmm.
do bigger numbers than me,
Mm-hmm.
right? You do three. My total attendance equals 68 to your 121, right?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you put more butts in the seats than me, right? Just like
Mm-hmm.
your pay-per-view is higher than mine's, right? The
Mm-hmm.
highest I've ever done was 150. All my pay-per-views combined, you got that in one pay-per-view, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
My question to you is this. If you the boxer that got the fans,
Mm-hmm.
you got the draw, the whole 9 yards, and I'm not, you as a boxer, I want you to be honest, man. Would you give me 50-50? Would you really do that? I'm asking you. If more people coming to see Cam than Q, is you
Now,
supposed to give me 50-50? I'm just asking.
who am I? Now it goes back to who am I fighting? Because that looks at who you are in the sport, who you are as a fighter, what weight does your name hold? Like when I think of who you are, yeah, your pay-per-views might not have sold, but that's on the business side. As a fighter, I'm looking at who actually got it, who gonna get, you know what I'm saying? So when I look at it that way, because I can't cap. PBC did a head and shoulders better job promoting Arrow than Top Rank did with promoting Bud. Hence why Arrow got a lot of the success that he received, and Bud didn't as far as he was supposed to, even with Bud being and having a better resume as far as being undisputed. Like regardless of the names that you want to say that he didn't and failed to face or what have you, the fact of this man having those accolades prior to
Okay.
him even entering into your division to fight you holds some
Okay.
type of weight and merit. Now on the business side, if these guys are not selling and you feel like you can't sell, then you feel like you don't have to pay them as much. Hence why I feel like Al was trying to lowball. Although this may be two of the best fighters in boxing right now, although this may be two fighters that are on many people's pound for pound list right now,
Okay, but check this
because
out,
one.
Cam, 1 second. Let me interject, right?
Mhm, mhm,
Because this is what I don't understand. I don't know about you. I don't know about everybody else in the panel. I'm just speaking up on myself. I've been
mhm,
watching boxing since I was a little boy.
mhm,
My daddy loved boxing. I used to sit on his lap and watch the fights with him. I've been watching boxing for a minute.
mhm.
Let me tell you something. I just don't understand, right? Through the history of boxing, right?
Mhm.
Floyd done made it bad, but before Floyd, it's always been a A side and a B side throughout our history.
But it was always the best fighting the best too, though, right?
Yeah, yeah, but watch this here. Accolades, accomplishments, they hold some weight. I'm not going to say it doesn't,
Hmm.
but when it comes to the financials,
The
obviously,
business.
the business, those accolades and those accomplishments don't cover the money, the financials is going to always win, override any accomplishment that me and you could ever have, because it don't matter, Cam. If I was Bud Crawford and you was Earl Spence, I
It
could have
does, but it
every.
also goes into how much. That's why I'm looking at your guarantee. That's why I listen. That's why, how can I say this? I'll give you a low guarantee because if I give you 2 million and I give him 1.5, okay, that's a cool 3.5 million that we out of. But before I get to the rest of the guys that's fighting on the undercard, and then if I go down and go through the rest of the undercard, let's say this is a total of a good $7 million that I just may have taken a loss on that I could potentially gain from. So even if I take a loss, 7 million, it hurts, it stings, it's big. But bro, if both fighters is getting 25, that's
Damn.
50 million out the door before we even get
That's
to
the B
anybody else.
side trying to be the A side, bro. I'm not knocking it, but I'm just saying if the A
like,
side don't want to do that, the A side don't have to do that, because I'm gonna tell you something. He could have came and say, man, I got a total of 50 million, right? Let's say the total of 50 million. Be like, oh yeah, you found 50 million, cool. I want 30, you can get 20. Guess what? Because you sell more than me, you put more butts in the seats, more than me, the financials, you could ask for that.
You could
You
potentially,
could.
yes. Yes, you could. You could. But now, this is my question.
I want to hear it.
If you are one half of the biggest fight in boxing, you have the better accolades.
Okay, I have the better accolades. Okay.
Right? You have the better accolades, the better record. You've been fighting longer.
Okay.
However, you don't sell as much as you feel like I do. And you've watched guys who don't have as nearly as many accolades as you do come and fight me and get guaranteed purse plus 50-50. How do you feel? Honestly.
Honestly, that's something that if you was to do that for me, let's say if me and you was the fighters, you would be doing me a big favor. You would be doing something that you don't have to do, because again, Cam,
so how many fighters
the
did
history
you
of boxing,
how many
it's
fighters
always
did you
been
do
this
that?
way.
So that's what I'm saying. How many fighters did you do that for? And how many fighters has the world watched you do that for prior to me? And now when I get here, again, this is the biggest fight in boxing.
Okay.
I have more accolades than you do. You just have more belts in this division.
More belts and what else, Cam?
More belts, more belts and more pay-per-view sales. That's it.
More pay-per-view sales and more butts in the seats, because you
Nobody's
cannot.
buying pay-per-views no more.
68.
Hey, nobody's buying pay-per-views like that no more.
We're not talking about the pay-per-views. I'm talking about.
And then
Since
let's keep it real. Your pay-per-view, your draws determine your pay-per-view split. Your draws determine the split, as well as the whichever belt that you're choosing to put on the line and defend. That's what's determining it as well.
But Cam, you outdo me in both, though. You outdo me in both. You outdo me in both. How can I ask you for 50-50? How? I'm telling you how.
You got more pay-per-view belt. You got more pay-per-view sales with 3 belts. I was undisputed and got a total of 7.
Cam.
7 more than 3.
Cam.
I just got one in this division.
My total gate, listen, my total gate since I've been at 147, I've only drawn 68K.
You know them books is cooked, right? Over there on y'all side of the street.
Well,
you know the books is cooked, right?
They should have cooked it
on
for
y'all
him.
side of the street.
Y'all cannot knock that, though. Y'all try to
the books is cooked, right? I'm just asking.
They should have cooked it for him. They should have cooked it for him too.
He said they should have cooked it for him.
Right. Cooked it for him too,
so you're not denying that the books is cooked, though.
But you're not denying that the books is cooked. Them books
I don't know if they are or not.
Man,
it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, we're gonna go by the numbers of what we know.
Q, let me ask you a question, Q.
It's a hibachi grill over there.
Do you have a problem with Bud coming to them with the 50 million and they not even entertaining it at all? To find out if it's legit. You know what I'm saying? To find out if it's legit, who it's coming from, if it's good, if it's solid. Do you have a problem with them saying, "Oh hell no, we not even going to look at entertainment"?
Hold on.
Hey,
let me ask you my question.
50 million plus 80-20.
That he gonna have a hard time ever cracking my list, because every time I listen to this brother here, he's least reasonable.
Who?
I'm gonna say yes and no, right? I'm gonna say yes because I feel like they should have at least looked into it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But This is piggybacking again off conversation we had last night. And listen to me carefully and closely. I'm not saying that this man was ever, and I do repeat, ever signed to this man's company. What I'm saying is because when he went and made that cap video in Dubai in the ocean, talking about he was looking for the big fish when he knew damn well the big fish was finna fight Ugas next. Everybody was, oh, he called him out, whoop, whoop, until he later on contradicted himself in an interview, stating that he knew that fight was going to be next when they asked him, was you mad that Ugas and Earl Spence fought, right? I'm going to say no on the aspect of knowing that this man's name has been associated with this guy. The last thing that he could do was not tell. That's just like me trying to do something with you. How I'm not going to tell you who the people are. How I'm not going to tell you that, Jamal.
But okay, Q, let me respond to that, Q. Let me respond to that. Mm-hmm. It's hard for him to tell them, you know what I mean? This is my opinion. I believe it would have been hard for him to tell them if as soon as he brought it up, Al Heyman shut it right down. Mm-hmm. So it's like, if Al would have said, okay, so who is the people? I believe Bud would have said it. But when you say, Al, I got this hedge fund. If I say Q, hey Q, I got this hedge fund that's willing to put up 50 million, and your first thing out of your mouth is, oh hell no, I ain't letting nobody. I don't want to hear about it. Nah. So how do you tell somebody that shoots it completely down right off the rip?
Okay. Didn't he talk to Earl Spence first though, right? Before he talked to Al.
He talked to
Earl. How come he did not tell Earl who the hedge fund was?
He talked.
It's the Goose to you, Mr. Goose to you. And I'm with my guys, Sugar J the Wise One and Kim the Baptist.
Yes,
and we are the apostles of the youth boxing community. And we're bringing It's Boxing to You.
It's the apostles and we come to lay of hands. Half step, weave the jab, uppercut, pick up your mans. It's Pastor Gucci Cam, Sugar J the Wise Man. We bring them to the light, make these haters understand. Northside is why I stand. Nebraska, that's the land. We cancels out the jab from a southpaw stance. We beat the competition, knock it out with either hand. And we drop the link, so come and kick it with your fam. And we drop receipts, so keep your sources on hand. If you can't confirm that this facts, you spread propaganda. Make sure you hit the like when you subscribe to the channel. One love to the playback gang and the panel. It's boxing to you.
It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. Represent the 402. Being Team Crawford, that's what we do. It's boxing. You. It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. What it do? Represent that 402. Team Crawford BNB, yeah, that's what we do. What up? Y'all know who it is. It's the Goose to you. Mr. Goose to you. They said we weren't gonna do it, Cam. They said we weren't gonna last in this bitch. But we here. The apostles of the YouTube boxing community. We lay hands on their ass. Y'all see what it is. We got young Sugar J, the switch hitter from BNB, coming out 2023. One love. Y'all know what it is, huh? But y'all gonna see what it is. Mr. Gucci, you. Count the Baptist, Sugar J the Wise One. We are the apostles of the YouTube boxing community.
Oh shit.
Oh, what up?
My mouse wasn't working. It's the Goose to you, Mr. Goose to you. And I'm with Count the Baptist. Hopefully, Sugar J will join us. He's just getting out of training, his weight training for today. And we're bringing Is Boxing to you. Those who just tuning in and those who heard, that was a clip from Mr. Q, Quentin Brownlee. Quentin Brownlee from down in Texas, one of the White brothers. We used to have a hell of a debate this time last year. He did a 3-on-1 against me, Mr. Warren, and El Boogie. My question to all the debaters, though, my question to all you mud juggers that felt that y'all won last year, everything us boys was saying was correct, I do believe. The ones us guys, the guys was telling you everything came to fruition as us being right. Y'all, a couple of you bended the knee. But today I played somebody I ain't heard from yet. I can't wait to hear from. So hopefully, I know you part of the playback game, but we gotta talk, brother. It's a couple of you guys I'll be ready to talk to. Y'all ain't slid back over here in a minute. Some I understand why. Some I don't understand why. The ones I do understand why is because you owe money and you ain't trying to show your funky ass up right now. Everybody else, hey, it is what it is. But
pride is a motherfucker, bro.
I be wanting the Earl Sexuals to come on through so we can talk, because I only had a few. But what I don't like when I do get them few is the few is telling me we need to stop or we need to quit. And you know what? Hold on, bro. Hold on. Hold on, sound fiction. I'm about to cook something. You mother juggers has been telling me that I need to stop, that I need to quit. The fight is over. Motherfucker, don't y'all understand what 40 days and 40 nights mean? Y'all lucky y'all didn't let up on your asses the way we have so far and went to talking boxing. But I'm done. I'm gonna talk a little bit of boxing, but I'm staying on. As long as y'all keep up with these excuses, I'm coming for that ass.
So we got 26 excuses on the list now.
26 damn excuses from what I'm understanding. And Manager Marty, BFTB, whoever else want to join that train or keep making these excuses, the PED shit gotta stop. To you guys that's in the group chats, I can't wait till I get my channel up so y'all can be watching this on Facebook too. But you guys that's in the Facebook group chats, to all you guys that's screaming Victor Conte built Bud. Victor Conte did never build Bud. His accolades, it's his fucking accolades. Before 47, he was knocking damn near everybody out thin. His last 12-round fight of a decision was Victor fucking Postol.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's over 10 years, I do believe.
That was what, 2014,
15?
No, that was like 2016.
Okay, so whenever.
Because he fought
he's on a roll. He's on after Victor Postol. What all I'm saying is after Victor Postol, he's been on a freaking roll. And you guys don't want to acknowledge that part. Who has he beat up?
Everybody should.
But now y'all complaining now, you mother juggers in these Facebook groups is trying to show pictures of the white fighters versus Earl. How come the white fighters don't look as beat up as okay? Somebody made a good point too. You do gotta understand these motherfuckers got scar tissues that basically if you spar and you got a scar tissue that's got hit over and over again, you know what happens. You do gotta understand. Earl Spence's face went under reconstruction, if I'm not mistaken. Ain't that what they said?
Mm-hmm. After the car accident.
So he's going to automatically have scar tissue when he's getting hit with the power of Terrence Bud Crawford. Ugas has never had the power of Terrence Bud Crawford. Let's look at how many TKOs, how many people he has put to sleep, how many people he has done that to. They have stopped the fight because, and y'all want to put facial to face and talk about, oh, Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford ain't did nobody, because y'all want to go with the narrative that he's using PEDs. So this is what you guys is really doing right now. Let's go here, Gooch. Let's go, because I told you I'm cooking right now. I want to cook on these guys. I give two fucks about the narratives, but the excuses that y'all want to give. But if y'all want to give them, we're gonna come with them. I'm tired of the simple fact of the matter is, y'all now what y'all not doing, y'all not letting this man live his fight to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? Meaning Earl Spence. Earl Spence said there was no excuses. Why can't y'all bow down and accept that fact? But no, y'all can't bow down and accept that fact. What y'all gotta do is sit here and go with 26, 27 motherfucking excuses of why Bud Crawford beat goddamn Earl Spence. This shit don't make sense. This shit don't add up. But then it does add up, because this is how the math's right. Because Bud Crawford told y'all in 2018, when he met up with Earl Spence at the Maurice Hooker fight, they sat there and told y'all that he sat there and told Earl, when I beat your ass the way I do, and he probably didn't say the way I do. I'm probably saying that because I don't want people like Chris Easton and others talking about you're lying. Okay, I might be lying on this part, but he did tell him that when I do beat you, that they're gonna say you was too drained, you still here too long, and this is the excuses y'all going with. But no, it's other excuses, bud. They didn't say that. You didn't tell them that they was gonna use the car accident, because the car accident didn't happen. So now that the car accident, but they want to tell us that the car accident is the problem. But after he didn't demolish 3 other fighters, after that, 3 named fighters that y'all was talking about. Now let me go here with Brother Q was talking about, because them 3 same fighters, okay, yes, they helped Earl Spence put butts in the seats, that the butts in the seats that you claim that Earl was going to do. Do you know that from what I'm understanding, it added up to where that's why it is the way it is. You might have put about 1,000 more than Bud in the seats, if that.
Damn Gooch. Damn Gooch.
So if you want to break this shit down, Q,
call the fireman. He cooking.
I'm hoping you on the playback game. If when I do drop the chat, I'm hoping you're listening, because yes, I started the panel off with you because you was the one that last year did the unstoppable. You took 3 of us out. You the one that did that. Yes, I will give you that. You did that. But then when it comes back is, I couldn't find it because I was trying to find it. But when it comes back said and done, the long story short is, and I said this, I do believe back then, just wait till the fight happens, because once the fight happens, we're going to see who is the truth and who is the lie. Come to find out, I've been the truth the whole time, brother.
Gooch is on fire.
Oh, I'm not done, because now let's go to
call the fire truck. Call the fireman.
I'm not done because now let's go to Manager Marty. Let's go to the BFTBs. Let's go to these guys that's running with the excuses of how you never seen Bud Crawford beat anybody like that. The reason why you guys have never seen Bud Crawford beat anybody like that is because you guys tell it out your own motherfucking mouths that y'all haven't been following Terrence Crawford that long, like us Bud buddies have been doing. For what y'all have been doing and what y'all have been seeing a delusion of this man was a great fighter. What he was a great fundamental fighter.
Good fundamental. Big fundamental.
But now, when it comes to greatness, when it comes to that guy that knows what the fuck he's doing, and I'm right now, I can't pull up what I want to pull up, but I can talk about it. Bud just did an interview, so y'all go and look at all of Bud's interviews. Bud just did an interview the other day, and on Bud's interview, Bud said this. Bud said, "What makes me great the way I am," and I want to say I think this was Joe Rogan's or or the one with the boardroom. But what he explained was how he's great at being ambidextrous. So when he comes at his angle, he's gonna break. He can cut off sides and do it perfect from both angles because he can do it from both stands. Meaning he's powerful in both hands. Meaning he's strong. Meaning, okay. Now, if I will go back to the show, the interview that the beginning of what I was cooking on that show with Q, me and Cam was cooking on the power of Bud, and we told you guys that if Earl Spence power is nowhere near So Cold or Houston Alexander's, Bud is going to walk through him. When Bud told us the first round he didn't feel that power, God damn it, I knew it was a problem then too. Once again, when I come and tell you guys, we nip shit that when I hear Bud nip shit in the bud, we come and we bring your guys to the light of nipping shit in the bud. So basically, what he nipped in the bud was from the A side to the B side. We showed, okay, y'all brought numbers to the game. Skill wise, we know who the A side is. Y'all still want to debate this shit? Do y'all still want to debate this shit? Because when we go to the A side, what did he do, Gooch? He came out with Creed 3 when y'all start talking shit. He the one that called your guy up and told him and broke everything down. He has podcast after interview breaking the same shit that he broke down to Earl Spence. Do you remember Earl Spence talking about I feel played? Oh, the same I feel played that y'all said. Oh, what y'all thinking was, oh, he felt
that applied to Terrence Crawford after he walked away from the negotiation.
Yes, sir. That's what they were saying. But when it comes down to the facts, he felt played, ladies and gentlemen. He felt played because the promotion companies was doing these guys wrong, and Terrence Bud Crawford showed Earl the light. Oh, we're not done. We're not done. Oh, I'm far from done with this because I told y'all. Do y'all still want to debate me? Okay, because everything I've been telling y'all truthful and it's been straight facts. Let's go with the jab. Let's go with the title of that. What y'all seen from the beginning. The title of that was who has Earl Spence fought with the ring IQ of Terrence Bud Crawford. We seen then and only then that it came to fruition of what I was saying. It came out to be nobody. A couple of you guys even said nobody, but then y'all went to breaking other shit down. But when it comes to the skill set of when it comes to the skill set of Terrence Bud Crawford, the next best thing is Shakur Stevenson.
And who can fight you like me? Nobody. Who got the ring IQ? Nobody. Who can throw that jab like
Y'all said
nobody, baby.
Y'all said Earl Spence was going out jab Bud.
Nobody.
But do y'all know Bud didn't even know what right before he told us this, that right before he walked out, he didn't even know if he's gonna come out orthodox or southpaw. But then when he decided, well, hell, he ain't did too great at a southpaw fighter. Oh, Bud, I was so glad that you brought it to light that he has not fought a southpaw, something that we has been saying.
Ain't that something that Pastor Gooch been saying for a long time? When is the last elite southpaw that Errol Spence has faced?
And so when y'all seen him fight an elite southpaw, because he has never fought one, when y'all seen him fight the elite southpaw showed him what elite southpaw would do to another southpaw, like that of Earl Spence Jr.
Jesus, Gooch.
Okay, let's go here, because then we talked about how he didn't move his head, how Earl Spence wouldn't move his head, how he wasn't quick on his feet, and timing meant everything. Shout out to Knockout 86, because he even said that. Yes, he do understand that, but he also said that his boy was going to fight through that. Well, Knockout 86, let me tell you this, young man, you that always yell at your contenders. Well, I'm about to yell at you, my guy. I'm about to yell at you at the fact that your guy could not even do what we told you what our guy was going to do. You did come and you did bow the knee. You bended that knee to us the night of the fight. You told us that we told you what was true and what I am not, as Pastor Gooch, the one that brings the light to the situation. I got to bring the light to you, because if you're going to bend the knee, my brother, you also got to also let your guys know. Do not go on there and pat these guys on their back like a little baby that they are acting like. You gotta give them tough love, brother, and tell them to stop the bullshit. Instead of you're sitting there, you're coddling them. However you say that word, you're coddling them. You're holding them in your arms. You're letting it be known that I got you, brother. Yeah, our guy got beat, but I got you. Keep on with the propaganda.
Ooh. Hello.
Oh, I'm not doing.
911. I need the fire department out here.
I'm not doing.
The pastor is cooking. And
I'm not done. I told y'all I'm ready for these debates. For my guy Zone 6. Shout out to Zone 6. Zone 6 showed you. He showed you and told you you had to bow down to him, but you would not bow down to Cam the Baptist. Y'all said Cam the Baptist misled the congregation that day with just with just a misjudgment of words that my guy has done. Okay, we gave you that, but now, everything Cam the Baptist was saying that day came back to fruition. For once again, I got to say this. I'm ready for somebody to come and debate me. I'm ready for the manager Marty's, because you got to show me about these PEDs y'all feel Bud is taking. Do y'all want to go from fight to fight? Do y'all want to see how y'all want to see how, because Victor, for Jeff Horn's face was not knotted up like Earl Spence, but damn, Earl Spence was taking a lot of punishment.
He took too much punishment.
I invite you guys that started my channel, the Earl Sexuals, the Earl. Hold on, Fresh. I'm gonna let you in. Just let me cook, y'all. Please do not.
Hold on, Fresh. Right we dropped the link for Sugar J. We ain't having opening the panel for Sugar J right now. I'm gonna open the panel after I get done cooking. We're gonna throw our new hit out here. Once I hear the love, because this is about to be a Bud TKO, fellas. Just let me cook, please. Let me cook. So I'm sorry, you guys, but I'm back on the road that I was on. With that, Earl Spence. Oh my gosh, I lost train of thought. Get me back where I was going. Put me back on track. Let's go here then, Gooch. Let's go here, because the manager Marty's is out here saying that it's PEDs. It's everybody that's out here that's coming with the BS, y'all. And I told you guys, and I gotta say this because Youngin just came on. Youngin don't like me on you guys is next, but I'm on you next. I said 40 days and 40 nights. We got 5 years of them standing on what they stood on, but yet and still now y'all not standing on it. Y'all standing on excuses. Coach, you gotta relax.
No, I'm not. I haven't cooked in a long time. And y'all lucky I'm not preaching today. I'm not going to preach. But what I am going to do is talk my shit. So I'm going to go here to Manager Marty's, to the Fanas. If y'all don't believe what happens, and y'all claiming that 154, because that's what Derek James just said. Oh, let me go here, Derek James. Shout out to Al Heyman.
Good job,
Al Heyman.
Yeah. Thank you, Al Heyman.
But I'm gonna go here now. I'm about to go here because this is what y'all asking for, Derek James. You said at 154, y'all gonna show Earl in these next 3 to 4 months on how you gonna beat Terrence Boyd Crawford. What y'all saying is y'all about to go up and try to use that power once again. You gotta understand, if y'all going up, he's going up.
What power?
Once again, if y'all going up, we're going up. And it has history has shown with Terrence Bud Crawford. This is the show. The growth of Terrence Bud Crawford is when he goes up, the power goes up with him.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. That's true.
And if the power's going up with him, that means what, y'all? That means Earl Spence. You got what? I don't know what you're going to do. What you're going to learn how to fight Orthodox now? Oh, you can't do that because he's an Orthodox and Southpaw fighter. What you gonna do, Earl? What you gonna get up on your toes and move around more? You gonna use head movement more? What you gonna do? What you gonna do, Earl?
It's time to come on to the light.
What are you going? Oh, hold on. Do I need to put the light in the background? Or do y'all need to see the sun?
Yes, they need to see the sun.
The light is showing now.
Bring them to the light.
What y'all not seeing, what y'all not doing, what y'all holding on to is y'all holding on to a victory that's not going to happen.
Come on, Pastor. Take your time now. Come on.
Y'all holding on to something now. Now y'all want to come up with the excuses. But when you have people like Farrakhan tell Earl Spence he needs a friend. See, that's what you guys are doing right now. Y'all are being that friend. And I get that as a fan. Y'all holding his hand. But he's not asking y'all to hold his hand.
He's not.
He's asking y'all to let him be the fighter that he is. He's asking y'all to let him be who he is because he signed that contract.
Yes, he did. Yes, sir.
He's the one that said that he was going to get in the fight and said that he was going to make it a one-sided fight. But no. We seen where the one-sided came from.
Wow.
And y'all still have not accepted that it was one side. Brother Q, I would love for you to come on because we have a lot of talking to do. But I have not heard from you, Brother Q. I have not heard it from you of what you've seen. For we have debated over time and for years we have debated, brother. Not years, months. Let me take that back. Months.
Over the course of a year, it's been months.
Of months we debated, bro. General Big Fish. We debated, bro. Y'all told me one thing. But my question is, I didn't see what y'all was telling me. But y'all saw what I was saying.
That's right.
Y'all seen the light. I was giving you guys the light. I was feeding you the truth. But yet and still, y'all was trying to feed me blasphemy.
Talk about it, Pastor.
They sound like some Deontay Wilder fans, if you ask me. They sound like
actually, Sugar J, that's where I was going with that next. But one thing about Deontay Wilder fans is Deontay really don't have too many options. He has the Anthony Joshua's and Andy, but yet
neither does Errol Spence.
Wait a minute, Sugar J. Now, wait a minute, Sugar J. I thought that Errol Spence had all the options in the world. As a matter of fact, if y'all don't remember, they said he could go up to one.
So y'all ready for this?
And fight Canelo.
Y'all ready for this?
That shit ain't happening.
Are y'all ready for this? Okay. Okay, let me cook on that then, because this is a Gooch cook session, y'all. I understand. I'm getting y'all. I let a lot of people cook these last couple weeks.
Go ahead and cook. You got the floor.
Quiet, but I'm glad y'all brought that to the light. I'm glad y'all bringing stuff to light. So let me bring this to the light. Let's bring this to the light. Let's bring up Canelo. I'm glad y'all did that. Let's bring up the options. I'm glad you guys did that. First options here. We're gonna go here first. This is just Pastor Goose thoughts on this. This is nobody else's. But if I was Bud right about now, I would go for Tim Tszyu. Get that Australian money.
Okay.
That WBO belt.
Well,
so just in case Charlo do win or lose, you make Charlo fight you. You beat Charlo's mandatory.
Unless Charlo vacates.
Any which way it goes, Bud can also since he is a super champion of the WBO. That's what I'm saying. Y'all gotta let me cook because I'm telling you guys, you gotta listen to what's going on. He's still the super champion. He can still go for the champion with the WBO, right or wrong?
Yes.
Usyk did it, yeah.
Okay, so basically that's what I'm getting at. So if once Charlo fights Canelo and they strips him that night. Tim Tszyu, but I will ask of you go seek Tim Tszyu and get that money fight, get that Australian money,
because he automatically gets upgraded to WBO champion.
Hey, no disrespect to the Australian niggas out there. He's gonna own Australia though. Keeping it a buck. He's gonna own Australia. He did that same shit with Jeff Ford. He gonna do it again. Like he did 5 years ago.
Fact.
Okay.
He's gonna do it again.
Okay, fellas, we gonna get there. We gonna cook, y'all. We gonna cook. We all gonna cook. Cause y'all making me. I keep losing train of thought. Listen to y'all. Let me go here with the Australian money. I'm glad you said that too, Sugar J, because that's what I was leading up to. Jeff Horn. As I was saying, get this Australian money. That you already beat Jeff Horn, beat their second champion, because they claiming that you can't beat. They don't want to see you. There's so much in the air right now. But that's the route I would go with, is to go to Tim Tszyu route. Now, if we don't go to Tim Tszyu route, Bud has also put it out there, he has options. That's another debate. Knockout 86. I mean, that was another debate. Remember, I do remember you asking or somebody of your realm. Y'all talked about. I remember talking about that he had no options. But yet and still, he has the biggest payday coming up when anybody gets through right now. When anybody get through, when I say this, when I say what I say, and I mean what I mean, is this. He has the biggest payday. How, Gooch? For the simple fact, do y'all do know how much they just made? Do y'all do know now, Bud, after demolishing Earl Spence, that he is now the A side that can control everything except the Canelo fight. Now, when it comes to the Canelo fight, that's a 50-50 fight. And yes, but I do believe, like everybody else say, Canelo don't get a win-win out of this. But yet and still, Canelo, you would get a win-win out of this. And I will tell you why. Yes, you are the highest. You are one of the highest paid fighters of this time. You are the face of this boxing era. But, brother, one thing that makes you a step down, really 5 to 6 steps down in Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford can go up 3 weight classes in each weight. And when he comes to be great, what are you guys going to do then? But he don't have to just do that option. He can go to the main option, the main objective. Let's get Charlo out the way, because I want Charlo. So what's another big option for him? He can get the winner of Charlo Canelo.
True.
So
true.
You got Tim Tszyu, you got Charlo or Canelo. But then let's throw in what you guys has been trying to root for. Y'all want to see Boots get his chance. Y'all think Boots is the great ghost, the great ghost of the future. Y'all feel Boots is the one. Boots. But one thing Bud has said, and Bud will say time and time again, what do he has to offer? What does he has to offer? He has nothing to offer you, ladies and gentlemen. There's nothing. He has no belt.
Facts.
Only thing he can do is mandate his mandatory. But you got to wait for Earl Spence. Once again, Earl Spence, I got to go right here, back and forth.
Hold up the division.
It's holding up the division, y'all. So, once again, as y'all see, as I can say, I'm ready to debate. For I brought a lot of things out to the table for the playback game. If anybody that's an Earl Spence fan, that's a Boots fan, that's a Canelo fan, any of you guys that want to debate me about anything that I have said, and you felt that I have said something wrong, y'all hit me up and hit the link. Now, what I'm about to do, I'm about to sit back and calm myself down and get some water in me and let my guys cook. But let me tell you this: I have one question and one question only.
Yes, sir.
Who want to debate the apostles? Who want to talk boxing with the apostles?
Nobody.
For this has been Pastor Gooch. It's the Gooch to you, Mr. Gooch to you. And that's my cook session.
Hey man, listen, Gooch, you just hold on, man. Listen, somebody call the fire department. Gooch that burnt down the whole kitchen. Listen, it's another Apostles TKO. Listen, boy, you done knocked the motherfucking session out the box. You done knocked it out the park, my boy. Look here, Gooch. Boy, you was cooking. You hear me? Cooking. Man, you done took us down memory lane. You done took us down the memories. You done took us through the last 5 years on all of the nonsense, the propaganda, the BS, the delusions of grandeur, the buffoonery, the tomfoolery, and the shenanigans. Okay, so now what I present to you, my brother, is we now have an updated list of the aerosexual excuses. Shout out to the unbiased fan, Stephen Brimley, who came through. And there's a great great inspiration because he came through and he came down and came through and dropped these off. Now, Brother Brimley, if you are in the congregation, if you are in the room, if you are in the building, shout out to you. Shout out to the unbiased fan, Stephen Brimley. Y'all make sure y'all go check him out, man. Like and subscribe to his page. Now check this out. Now this is crazy, right? Gooch gone and loaded up because you know what time it is. Now, number one, we had Terrence Crawford had loaded gloves. Number two, now, and I'm gonna put 1 and 2 together, okay? 1 and 2 I put together. Loaded gloves, and then number 2 I put stacked hand wraps, that he stacked his wraps. Now, remember the whole thing that they was talking about? Well, oh man, over in Japan, Inoue stack his wraps up, and the blood and the sweat and the tape and the gauze all fused together, and it become a cast, and it become hard, and we don't even know if Bud Power is really like that. We don't know if he really built like that. We ain't never seen him do that to nobody before. Y'all do remember after the fight when he shook Derrick James' hand, how Derrick James felt his glove to see if it was right, if it was deformed, if there was hard molding, plastering, casting, anywhere within that glove, and got a nice, soft Wonder Bread squeeze and was like, oh, this nigga really like that. Y'all didn't pay attention to that part. Excuse number 2, neurological issues from the car accident. They said Errol Spence had lasting brain damage from his near traumatic, near fatal car accident that he had, in which case his synapses for his brain were not firing off fast enough, allowing for him to make timely reactions enough to be able to perform at his highest degree. Oh, let's not forget reason number 4. They said Errol was weight drained. Now, last time I checked, him and Bud both had to come in at 147. They both had to weigh in at the same weight. He's been at 147 since what? Few years, long time ago. More than half of his career has been spent campaigning at this weight. So what you're telling me is, who's been the weight bully this whole time and who's really had weight trouble? Were the fat camp questions really that far off base? I think not. And guess what? I would know because I'm fat, stupid motherfuckers. Reason number 5. Now, this shit is crazy to me. They said Errol Spence got paid to take a dive. He got paid off to lose, y'all. They said Errol got paid to lose the biggest fight of his career, the biggest fight of his life. They was like, hey, look, go out there and don't look like you. Yeah. They said you look like you in the All Access. They said you look like you at the press conference. They said you look like you when you was sparring and coming out the first round. But yeah, don't look like you for the whole rest of the night. And then we're going to pay you more than what this biggest payday is for you right now. But it's going to be under the table. It can't be nothing on the books. Get the fuck out of here with that nonsense, man. Hold up, though. Let's go to the next one. Shout out to Mr. Easton, Detective Friendly himself. He said Errol suffered a rib injury and was unable to spar the last 6 weeks of camp. I have never, ever, ever in my short-legged life met a short-legged sailor with a short-legged wife. Listen, I ain't never heard no bullshit like that in my fucking life when they just showed Errol sparring two fucking different opponents in the motherfucking meet all access on Showtime, people. So y'all telling me Errol basically just hold up. So y'all telling me, so you saying to me that Errol,
you with Errol, bruh.
You know, this is crazy. This is crazy. This hold up, Gooch. Hold up. Because not only did they show him sparring a southpaw and an orthodox fighter in his all access on Showtime. So Showtime exposed that he was sparring with your lying stupid asses. Then shout out to Quentin Randall for going on in the ring with Christine and actually interviewing with Christine and Nika. Shout out to the queens over there. Hey, Nika. Hey, Christine. Listen, go make sure y'all go like and subscribe to In the Ring with Christine. They be over there cooking good boxing. But check it out. Quentin Randall was on the fucking show talking about spar with Errol in training camp.
Hey, but I want to tell you this too, Cam. I want to tell you this before. Hey, check this out. One thing that we not talk about was a little subtle pad work shit that him and Derek James was doing, bruh.
That's always been their pad work. It just looked good for cameras, bro.
They were training for fucking orthodox fighters. And every time Derek James, for that little moment, will go to southpaw, Errol Spence will fuck up and throw the wrong term. If y'all go back, even go Showtime, and y'all watch the combinations he was throwing, he was like, oh, shit. Like, he was just, like, little subtle shit. Derek James is like, all right, go back to orthodox. That's what
no, fuck that. Remember that check hook that he caught Errol with the pads when they was doing the pad work at the media.
Yeah. and then, like, every time
keep your guard up, kid. Like
every time he went to orthodox, he acted like every time he went to southpaw, he looked like an amateur the whole fucking time. He looked but then he played that shit off. And then on top of that,
Sugar J, hold up. The next reason they said he didn't look right. He just didn't look right. No matter how they said he grew his hair out because he was really trying to go back to the Dallas shag. He was trying to go back to Errol Spence with the shag, but he grew his hair out.
He said, well, they dumbasses because he said on an interview somebody asked him like it was like either in June. He said I ain't going back to that shit. That's what he said. So
well, everybody know his powers in his hair because when he had the booty in the back with the shag, he was doing the most damage. Right? That's what they said.
He beat. I don't know about that because he did beat the.
Okay, so he ain't Samson. Okay,
he did beat the shit. Okay. He did beat the shit out of. He did beat the shit out of Ugas without no fucking long hair. So I don't.
So it's not in the hair.
He did beat the shit out of Ugas.
Got it. Okay, it wasn't his hair. Okay, but then, but they just say he didn't look right though. So what was it? His outfit? Was it his shoes not tied? Was his shorts? Was his cup on? Like because you know they nut hug a lot. So was his cup on too tight? Was it on backwards? Was it on crooked?
Like you know what it was? You know what it was? Secret. I got a secret. I know what it was. I know what it was. He just wasn't ready. He just wasn't ready to get his ass whooped. That's all it was.
There it is. Okay. But they said he didn't look right.
And let me say this part. Everything. Niggas was like, oh, look at the way Bud hits the power back. Look at the way he hits the back. This. Oh, he's too relaxed. And now look, Errol was a dog. But his whole game plan is to try to outpunch you the whole fucking fight. That's his whole game plan. So where you gonna see that nigga go 4 minutes straight on the fucking heavy bag, go all hard and shit, turn that bag up.
No, he went for 3 and got some water.
Oh well.
Let's keep it 1,000, Sugar J. That's
little shit, bro.
That whole demonstration.
But Cam, hold on.
They did 3-minute workouts and then took a sip of water, just like they were doing in the corners, bro.
Cam, that shit really don't matter. My whole point is this: my whole 3 minutes, 4. It could be 5. There was camps where I've seen him go 4 minutes, 5 minutes straight. Maybe not this one, but there's definitely been. There's definitely been 4 to 5 camps where I've seen him. This nigga go 4 to 5 minutes straight, just hitting the fucking bag without no break. So maybe you seen a video where he did. I don't know. I'm saying
listen, in the media workout,
wait, hold on. It's a media
that's
workout.
all I'm
They're not
saying.
supposed to. It's a media workout. That's the whole.
That's what I'm saying. The media. Okay, listen.
Wait, hold on.
In my mind, when the media came out, that's just the same and the equivalent of him being under the bright lights. The people is coming out to see you. They're coming out to see you showcase. You're in the biggest fight of your life, the biggest fight of your career, and the people and the lights are on. The cameras are on. They're watching you. So people want to see what it is that you bring it to the table.
But Cam,
if you notice, Bud gave us a whole hour and a half.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, Cam.
Yes, sir.
How many niggas are Bud Crawford?
What you mean?
How many niggas do you see in a fucking media workout that go hard like Bud?
I mean, you know, hey, I don't know.
I don't see that many.
This is where we. Hey, hold on, time out. I need y'all time out. Hold on. I need y'all time out. Time out. All this. Time all this out. No. Yo, for real. Time out. All this. This is what y'all not understanding. This is what I'm getting at. I'm tired of the excuses. This is what y'all can say whatever the hell y'all doing. We're not going to sit here and debate amongst each other. We want Earl fucking sexual fans to come up there and stand 10 toes down. That's what I'm on right now.
Do that, Gooch. They didn't stand.
I do not care. That's what I'm doing. And if they're not, I'm calling their asses out.
So now check this out. Because we still ain't made it. We ain't even halfway through the list of excuses, people. So now.
No, it ain't no fucking. No. Y'all know why I say it's not going. I stand on. Listen, what I'm telling you guys. I'm standing on 40 days and 40 nights. That's what we're standing on. I don't know about y'all. I'm standing on it. So I'm on their ass.
Listen. Yeah. We still ain't halfway through the list of excuses, people. We got long.
No, we not. We ain't about to go deep into that.
We only got halfway. We ain't even halfway through the list, bro.
No,
I'm just saying. Just go through the list and quick debate and every shit.
No, we done with that debate.
I want an Earl sexual fan. And Sugar J, hold on. Time out, Sugar J. You got to understand. I will break this shit down to you later on. Once you get what I'm doing, then you understand it. It's for real. You will get it.
What I'm saying is this: we ain't gotta break shit now. Nigga, facts, nigga. What happened? Matter of fact, hey, and this is what I wanted to say. My dad knows this shit about boxing, but he's like a casual. He's like the upper casual fan. My dad said this shit. We were talking. I think it was like Wednesday, and I don't know if y'all heard. Y'all don't cut me off when I say this. Y'all niggas heard about that rabbit punching shit that they was talking about? Did y'all hear about that?
Okay, so King Charlo put that out.
Hold on, Gooch. Nigga, my dad, he a casual fan. He said, nigga, yeah, he's gonna be hitting the head when the nigga's ducking his head all low and shit. He gonna be punching him upside the head. When you get your
Thank you. That's reason number 28.
You giving him no option but to punch at your fucking head. That's not his fucking. It's not his fault that nigga you ducking so low and shit. And you bobbling your head in all tight and shit that he punches you upside the head, bro.
Now y'all understand. That's reason number 28 on the list of excuses.
Come on, bro. And my dad, and look,
feel me on this.
If my dad knows that shit, y'all dumbass aerosexuals should know. And I'm not saying my dad don't know boxing. That's not my point.
Check the game though.
But I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is this, nigga. At the end of the fucking day, we are undisputed.
We know. Let me cook. They gotta eat all this shit because this is the shit they saying right now. After us beating their ass.
See, Sugar J, listen. This is what we're getting at. If they're sitting out here making narratives about all this, they're still making narratives. So we're gonna stand on. No, now it's time for us to fight back, bro. You don't understand. I'm saying you don't think so.
Bud fought back in the ring. That's what fuck he did.
That's the point.
Beat the shit out of him.
That's the point.
Sugar J.
This is bragging rights now.
The bragging rights came after Saturday.
Hey,
the bragging rights came after Saturday.
Listen. I had to deal with this dumbass shit for 5 years. Listen to these fuck niggas out here doing all this dumbass shit.
Damn. You talking about 5 years? No. These niggas gotta deal with this shit for the rest of their life that their niggas just
exactly. And guess who gonna be the one rubbing that shit in?
I'll be back.
Me.
I'll be back.
And I'm rubbing this shit in. Y'all gotta eat all of this shit.
But that's true. But nigga, fuck Arrow. He didn't sign that contract. Fuck Arrow. We on the Charlo Canal. We on the bigger and better things, nigga.
Once again, that contract got until August 28th. to be signed by
He's
August
still
29th.
Wait,
By
are y'all
August
gonna watch
20th.
This is just a side. Are y'all gonna watch the Usyk fight next week?
next weekend. Yeah.
Y'all
Yeah,
are?
we should. Well, next weekend I have a prior engagement.
It's boxing. I'm watching it.
Cam, bro, you let me slide through, bro. We gotta do a live for that, bro.
It's boxing. I'm watching it.
Yeah, I
Hey,
got matter of fact, what depends what time it's over. Groovy Grover's gonna be doing a hippie fest next week, so I'm gonna be there with them with my stepdad.
hippie shit, you on Gooch? What the fuck? Okay.
Yo, hold on, time out. Hold on. See, youngin, let me school you on something. My dad does. Hold on, I'm about to tell you. My stepdad does Jimi Hendrix rear experience. He's one of the baddest guys that does guitars around here. So he supports us the way he do, I gotta be there with him. You know what I'm saying? Because he supports us to the fullest. So
get our brand up.
Yeah,
I think he had
one of the baddest men on guitars, bro.
Yeah.
I know who Jimi Hendrix is. I'm like, hey,
that's why.
You there ain't too many cats that can replay a Jimi Hendrix solo on a guitar.
Hey, not just solo. Shout out to Groovy. He's Jimmy.
This is what I'm saying.
Real quick.
Shout out to Groovy Grover, bro.
Real quick. Shout out to my guy Kim. He came through yesterday. We did an interview. I ain't gonna say anybody was ducking the smoke, but I'm gonna just say, y'all gotta watch the interview.
I hate being in the city, man.
Huh? What'd you say?
I hate being in the city sometimes.
Oh yeah, motherfuckers driving by stupid.
Oh, hey, you miss Carolina already, bro? Damn.
Hey man, fuck that. Let's get back to this. Let's get back to these bullshit ass excuses. Because they said he didn't look right, and then they said he was hard. So
let's make it an open panel. Let's make this shit an open panel, bro.
Hold on. Listen. We got
how many excuses is there, Cam?
You gotta relax. You gotta relax. You got a minute to go. Yeah, you gotta relax.
Oh hell no. No.
See you in a minute. Bye. So
No.
What we doing? Go ahead and cue up the song, Gooch.
Yeah,
but yeah. So now
you keep cooking though.
The nigga had too many car accidents. Remember that one? They said too many car accidents because we only heard about the primary major one. However, he came out and stated that he was in more after the one. So we can only go by the fighter's own words in this respect. Now, next excuse, they said his inactivity and his long layoffs contributed to why he wasn't on his best game and wasn't on his timing when he was in the ring. Now, the craziest part about this whole situation is, didn't he win round one? Didn't they say he looked good? Didn't they say he looked like the old era? Didn't they say he was looking nice and fresh and he looked good in that opening round?
He actually looked better. Honestly.
It was only thereafter that something happened. He didn't look right. Shit is crazy to me. Now, let's get to the good shit, right? They said Bud hired Victor Conte.
Oh man, cut that shit out because they said that same bullshit with Devin Haney, bro. Get the fuck out of here. They said Devin Haney and Terrence Crawford are taking something, bro. Like what?
Well, now this is the craziest part about this. If Terrence Crawford was on performance-enhancing drugs, that would have come out in the blood testing that was done and given 8 weeks prior to the fight, as well as on fight night. Because remember, they did stringent VADA testing, both Errol and Bud, 8 weeks prior to the fight and the night of the fight. So if something was wrong with either fighter, it would have come out already. Next, let's not forget.
Elise Baumgartner, which.
But now the next.
That don't make no sense.
Yeah, but and then if Victor Conte had so much to do with guys winning when they signed up for Snack, then what the fuck happened to Mikey Garcia?
Thank you.
That's all I want to know. Why wasn't Mikey Garcia a part of this long, undisputed class of reigning champions who's knocking guys the fuck out because he signed to this program?
Thank you.
Okay, that's all I want to know. I'm gonna keep it moving. Next, they said Derrick James has too many fighters on his hands now. What the fuck does that mean? Let him tell it. Everybody is on the schedule. They come in and show up on the schedule accordingly, and they posted, you know what I'm saying, and they all work together, and it works cohesively as a unit, and they all get good work done, which sounded like bullshit to me. However, you know, we gonna let you slide with the dumbass shit or whatever, I guess. Fuck that. You niggas is lying. You making up too many excuses, bro. Now, next, they said, this got to be the dumbest shit I've ever heard. They said Spence gave up too much in his concessions and his negotiations, and it just took a... That got to be the dumbest, diva ass shit I ever heard in my life. What kind of soft, sensitive, cake batter, moist ass, Duncan Hines ass, Betty Crocker ass shit is that? Kind of Little Debbie sounding ass shit is that? That shit sounds sweet as fuck. This man is a unified boxing champion of the world. Don't get that man no diva ass excuse like that. I mean, there's a motherfucking grown ass man with kids and shit out here. Don't make that man sound like that. That's some bullshit. Man, hey, y'all stop that shit. That's some dumb shit. Next, they said, oh man, they said Bud joined and sold his soul. They said Bud joined with the one group of people who they said run the world, and Bud is now a part of the elite. He is now given and sold his soul, and he now work for them, and now the door is open. So now that he has sold his soul, he just gonna get all the Hollywood shit and all the money in the fame. But the funniest shit that I heard about this is because after every single solitary fight, Terrence Crawford gave an honor to God, which was like a direct slap in the face to those people who they say worship the other way. So that's the last thing they want to hear about, let alone you going in the press conference or on any type of all access on network television and talking about your relationship with Jesus Christ. That's a direct opposite relation to everything that y'all talking about this man is doing. If he sold his, never mind. You niggas is stupid. Take the tinfoil hat off, nigga, and use it to cover up them goddamn motherfucking meat leftovers at your baby mama house. Shit, take the chicken out, nigga. Fuck is wrong with you niggas? All right, next, they said Spence's girlfriend drugged him after an alleged argument before the fight. What kind of shit? Okay, so now you telling me your girl is gonna get mad and sabotage you before the biggest night of your life on purpose?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't deal with that? She didn't deal with that? She tried to gun you down on the biggest night of your life?
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So on the biggest night of your life, the night that could potentially change the life of you and your family, that's gonna put y'all in a whole nother, because y'all been in another tax bracket, but this is supposed to propel y'all and catapult y'all into superstardom and fame and money and fortune. Like, you gonna fuck that up so I can't perform at the peak of my motherfucking conditioning? That's crazy. That is so, again, delusions of grandeur. It's crazy. Next, because we got to keep going. I'm almost there. Now, they said, because if you notice, Bud nor Errol thanked Al Heyman after the fight. They said Al Heyman put the fix in on Errol, and he had to pay for going against his better wishes and fighting Errol Spence, which is some cold bullshit. So they said Al somehow magically granted some magical special plaster-filled gloves to Bud and let him go in there and beat Errol ass because Errol didn't thank him in the press or in none of the press leading up to the fight, and because he didn't thank him and he went against his better wishes and fought Bud anyway after he told him not to and advised him not to, he let him get his ass whooped with the magical plastic Killer Man gloves. I don't know where none of this shit is coming from. This shit is crazy, especially like we said, Derek Jackson.
Hold on, time out. I understand people was ready for us to get on so they can cook, but please don't rush us. If we ain't played our song yet, please do not rush us. I will let y'all in. I'm gonna let y'all sit in the back. I'm real life. I understand who all want to get on right now. I'm gonna bring y'all on soon, but just let Cam finish this shit up so we can get going.
So now this is my next part though. They said that Blu-ray was not a part of the team, and that's the reason why Errol Spence lost this fight. They said Blu-ray ain't been a part of the camp for a long fucking time, but he's still been successful and still continued to win. So they expected him to go out here and steamroll Terrence Bud Crawford the exact same way that he did everybody else, even without Blu-ray. That's crazy. You feel me? That's far-fetched. That's outlandish. That is downright bullshit. Like what? Okay, next. Now they said they said shout out to Jamie Foxx and Netflix. They said they cloned Errol Spence, y'all. They said when Terrence Crawford signed over his soul to them one people and sold his soul to the one people, they said that they sent out the men in black in the black vans and the black trucks, and they pulled up and they grabbed the real Errol and replaced him with a clone. They didn't clone Errol Spence, y'all. They said that was Errol Spence. They said that was Errol. They said that wasn't the real Errol. Just like they said that ain't the real Gucci man, because Gucci had a gut when he went to the penitentiary, but he came back out with a tattoo on his face and stuff like that. They said they cloned Errol Spence too, because Errol used to didn't have no tattoos, but now suddenly he got a whole bunch of tattoos all over his body. Next, this is fucking crazy, bro. They putting the case all over Terrence Crawford and his undisputed legacy. They trying to put cases on greatness. This is fucking amazing to me. All right, next. They said that the Vegas Heat hurt Errol Spence. All right, I'm gonna quit playing that. All right, I'm gonna quit fucking y'all up with that because they putting the case all over my nigga, bro. Listen, they said the Heat was messing with Errol Spence so much, so bad that it affected him being able to perform at the height of in the peak of his career, in the biggest fight of his life, in the biggest fight of his career. Now, the crazy thing about this is Errol Spence is from Texas, well, by way of New York, but he's lived in Texas for a great deal of his life. The one thing we know about Texas is it's high fucking heat, people. Arizona, Arizona, Las Vegas, all of that, mind you, that's the desert. Yes, but what do you think they call Texas? The fucking desert. It's dry heat down there too, stupid motherfuckers. Y'all, come on, man. Y'all, come on. But you know, it's closer to water and it's closer to the ocean, so there's a high probability of there being some type of humidity. You stupid motherfuckers, you realize it's oases and shit and rivers and shit in Nevada too. So there's a high probability of some type of fucking meteorologists want to be ass nigga. You niggas want to be boxing boxers, boxing managers, meteorologists, psychologists, doctors. You niggas is all this, all from the comfort and safety of your own home behind the computer on YouTube. This is crazy. Wow. All right, check it out. Then they said Derek James did not properly prepare Errol Spence Jr. because his rock star Avengers lineup, as they was called, because remember, Ryan Kardashian called them the Avengers. So the Avengers lineup, they had so many people in that bad motherfucker. They had so many rock star people that everybody just did not quite get a chance to get that workout in. Somebody's gonna get left out. Well, when we saw Errol, every time we saw Errol talking in the All Access video as opposed to working, where the fuck was he sitting there? Anybody? In front of the fan?
Let's go.
In front of the motherfucking fan. Nigga, they had the fan outside. They had the fan outside. They had the fan inside. And every shot that you saw Errol in talking, he was in front of the fan. I just feel like, that shit feels so good. Man, no work, no sweat. The fuck? Now, they said he did not receive proper preparation to prevent his piss poor performance. That is crazy.
How much more we got?
We are actually almost to the end, sir. Now, they also said this is karma for the alleged Mo3 situation. Charleston White said that because of the alleged involvement of Errol Spence in the beef of the Dallas rap scene, that the spirit of Mo3 came back, engulfed Bud with supernatural ability and power, and allowed him to whoop Errol's ass. All right. That gotta be the most outlandish ass shit. Even though I did say that when we heard Spence say to put him in the dirt and Mr. Gravedigger, that was supposed to be like a shot at Famo's camp, like, you know what I mean, on some slick shit. But I don't know. I'm staying out of it. It's alleged. I don't know anything about the street beefs. Oh my God, I'm just a boxing channel. Okay, next, they said Errol received food poisoning and ate some bad goat soup or some bad gefilte fish before the fight, and he was sick and he didn't look right. He wasn't right, and he wasn't able to perform at the peak of his levels. Again, this is the same guy that they said looked like himself after round one. Yeah, he going to the body. Yeah, my nigga, he about to beat that nigga body up. He gonna break his ribs. He gonna take his eye. He gonna punch him in the nuts. He gonna do all of that dumbass shit. But from round 2 through the rest, he got beat the fuck up. Shit is crazy. All right, so next motherfucking demonstration, they said that this works in conjunction with Al Heyman, right? Because you know Al Heyman got
wrap this shit up
in his pocket. Okay?
Man, wrap this shit up. I'm tired. I'm ready to cook some shit. Wrap this shit up.
Nigga, you cook for 3 hours.
I don't care. I want Earl sexuals. You telling me their excuses? I want Earl sexuals. I'm hearing hearing one is close. I hear Earl Spence fan is close.
This is why Errol got beat the fuck up, because niggas like you, see, he spoke out against the sanctioning bodies and talked about having to pay them the 3%, and they the ones who sent the special gloves to Bud so he could beat his ass.
And guess what?
That's what they said, Gooch. That's what they said. That's what they told me. Now, next, all right, I'm almost done, bro. I got like 3 more. Oh yeah. They said, shout out to the White Dragon, Jacob McAlooey. They said that the reason Errol received the eye injury is because Bernie the boxer paid off a mole to be in Errol Spence's camp. Now wait a minute. Because y'all call Bernie everything but his name. Y'all called him Bernie to you know what, which is fucking stupid. Because y'all just tried to diss the man. Y'all tried to hate on the man. But the crazy part about it is, now which one is it? Is he Bernie the bum, or is he Bernie rich enough to pay off a professional boxer to be a mole in another professional fighter's camp? You niggas got to make up y'all mind and stop double talking out the side of y'all fucking mouth, making up shit. Your man's got his ass beat. Take that L. Again, niggas like myself, Bernie the boxer, Pastor Gooch, we've been having to deal with you motherfuckers for 5 years. 6 if you want to include when he was at 140. Oh no, Payback is a big bitch. You got to eat all that shit. Eat all these words, all these excuses. You can have all this shit back. I'm just giving it back to you the way it was brought to me, sir. Now, next excuse, they said Errol Spence water was spiked. Yeah, they said Al Heyman said he had enough of Errol not listening to him and disrespecting his word and going against his advisement, and he put the secret sauce in Errol's water, and it fucked him up. It threw off his timing, and he was not able to perform. I don't know. That's what I heard. Okay. Next, they said Bud was still fucking with Daniel Kinahan. Remember, you know, Bud's still tied in with the mob. It's some gang shit, whole lot of gang shit going on. So since it's some gang shit, whole lot of gang shit, they said Daniel Kinahan pulled up on Errol and told him it would be in his best interest not to go out there and be himself. And the reason Errol looked like that is because he was shook up. He looked like he had been crying a little bit. Now, my last two, and then I'm through, they said Terrence Bud Crawford, in association with Victor Conti, is now on performance-enhancing drugs. We have never seen Bud look that cut, look that swole, look that shredded, look that ripped, or beat nobody to shit the way he did Errol Spence. However, the niggas had a six-pack his entire fucking career. Okay. And finally, last but not least, they said, Jermell Charlo said, Terrence Crawford is a dirty fighter, and he was punching Errol Spence in the back of the head with rabbit punches all behind the head, and that's why Errol couldn't react well. Now, if you would have done what the fuck I told you to do in the first place, which was move your head off of the fucking center line, move your feet, and stop dragging your shit through concrete, we wouldn't have had none of these problems to where you would have had to bend all down and be taking shots to the fucking behind the head like you feel, nigga. You'd have been out the way. Them shots wouldn't have been there. He wouldn't have landed. He's out of range. All of these fucking excuses. Gooch, man, we had 28 excuses right now. You know, I want to speak to you aerosexuals for just a moment. You know, you seem to think that after July 29th, after listening to y'all spread propaganda for 5 years, you seem to think July 29th was a fluke. And we called it Crawford at 9. You making excuses? You need to just let it go. Looking back over the years, these niggas shedded some tears. Told myself time and time again, Errol Spence is gonna win. Through all the fussing and fighting, debating and lying, now I'm sitting here crying. Cause when Spence got dropped in the ninth and now Budden changed my mind, I think I better let it go. Looks like another Bud TKO. Oh, I think I better let it go. Let it go, EJ. Looks like another Bud TKO. Tried to take control of Bud took control of me. All of the lying I was doing on YouTube, now them niggas roll with me.
Through all the bumps and the bruises and all the fight, now Spence is a loser. Trying to hold on, his face is gone. Now Derrick James is singing a song. I think I better let it go.
Let it go.
What you say? Looks like another Bud TKO. Oh, Spence, you need to let it go. Let it go, EJ. Looks like another Bud TKO. Oh, bitch.
Y'all gotta let that shit go, man. Y'all gotta stop all that propaganda, man. All that lying, all that capping, all of that nonsense, buffoonery, tomfoolery, shenanigans, and all of the above. All that lying, man. Y'all gotta stop that cap, man. I see you already coming in and fucking up the demonstration. Now you did all that goddamn talking about letting your bald head ass in, and you come in fucking up my audio already. I'm about to put your ass on the plastic, Mr. Gold.
Man, shut up, goddammit. Look at Gooch. I had your boy waiting on you, Gooch.
My bad. I had co-host.
No, I ain't talking about that. I had your number one fellow waiting on you to come on the panel. That's why I said let me on ASAP. That's him texting me there. That's your boy with the Queen texting me.
Tell him to come on.
He got the link. He know.
He was trying to come on before he go to work. He was on his way to work. He was trying to come on.
Hey, well, I do apologize, Quinn, if you're watching, man. We went a little bit too long. I get it, Mr. Gone, but I got a lot going on right now.
I told her, you know, because he was trying to come on.
Tell him, let me get it. I'll set something up for just me and him. Let him know. If you're watching Q, I will set it up just for me and you. I won't have nobody on. Man, you have to talk, my boy. We have to talk. I gotta hear from your mouth, my boy. I gotta hear from your mouth.
That's who texted me.
Tell him I gotta hear from his mouth. How was I misled? Because y'all told me to look out for a whole lot of shit.
It's the unstoppable jab.
Y'all told me to do a lot of shit that I looked out for, and brother, I haven't seen it yet. Yet still, I came out and told you guys for a year, Mr. Golden is a witness. I've been telling y'all.
Yeah. Excuse me, Gooch and Cam. Let's say hello to a new queen y'all got in the chat. She said the first time
in here now.
Yeah, she got a new one there named Michelle Johnson. She said it's her first time catching the show. So I just told her hello. Welcome to the show.
Shalia. Hi, Shalia. One love to the queens.
Yeah,
she said, I'm here. Appreciate you pulling up, Queen. Who else in there? Miss La Jessica. One love to you, Queen. Yes, appreciate y'all coming up. Yeah, coming through, man. You know, here, man.
They're both of them first time in the show. Hit the link, ladies. Y'all very much to come on. Y'all very much welcome to come on the panel.
Yeah, we dropped the link for y'all to come through, man. Come pop your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Good. Yeah, good. Your boy said here for to come on and kick your ass too.
No, I'm glad. I'm ready. I'm ready for this ass kicking. I'm ready for a debate.
Yeah.
There's a lot of questions I got a lot of questions I need answered.
You know, he worked the night shift. He about to get ready to go to work. I tell him, man, come on, hit. He tell me, he called me off.
I tell you what, Q. Since I hope you're listening. I tell you what, hopefully tomorrow or Tuesday, man, we'll do a 4 o'clock your time just for you. Give you a little time to get on, get you some sleep, go home and get your sleep, and then get up. Yeah, I got you.
He in Texas, nigga. He on the same time we on. What you mean?
So what I'm saying is, I'm talking about. Hold on, Cam.
I got a message for you. Good. I got a message for you. My boy said when he come on, he kicking your ass like he always do.
Man, Not the way them shotgun jabs.
Hold on. Tell me. How? Okay, that's the question. Though. I'm waiting for him because how did you kick my ass and my boy showed you what I was telling you?
Hold on.
But listen,
how did I get my ass?
But see, listen. I said, all that you have to do right now, even though they ain't letting nobody on panel, you would have hit that motherfucking link right then and there. As a Gucci would have seen your face pop up on that motherfucking day, that nigga would have stopped everything and let you off.
No, I would have. Now that I would have, because I started the show with his voice. I want everybody to know. It was a year ago. It was a year ago, bro. You got me, L Boogie, and Mr. Warren. Mr. Warren had something going on. My mind is hitting straight good. And
well,
so
also, fellas, on a serious note, man, I make sure to keep my family in prayer, man. My nephew was in a fatal car accident Friday night, man. They got killed, man.
Oh man, yeah. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, man. So keep my family in your prayers, man. Yeah, man. He was him and some friends was going out to Statesboro, Georgia, and he was in the back seat, and the tire flew off the car, man, and flipped over and hit a tree. Him and the person died. The driver survived. You know, so you know,
sorry to hear
so I'm trying to keep my family in your prayers. But anyhow, but let's get back to here. I was waiting for my boy to come on the link. I told him he put up, look at here. I'm gonna be the mediator on this and here. We're gonna shut the whole showdown today. Got that. We're gonna shut the showdown. Got that. He was ready. I don't know if that was when you first let me on. That was him texting me there. I told him that I just texted back and told him, you say, goddamn, quit talking that shit. Hit that motherfucking link right quick, nigga.
They know. Listen,
I just need answers. And anybody else that's an Earl Spence fan, hold on. Let me say this. Anybody else that's an Earl Spence fan, I will open the damn panel because y'all gotta explain to me some of these excuses and bring proof.
Mr. Gold, y'all know how we rock. We drop the link for the purpose of you to pull up and pop your shit. We don't duck smoke around here. We don't duck no wreck. We didn't allow plenty of
I'm coming to take over. I'm finna talk my shit. Goddamn going it. Because I'm tired of y'all with the
wait for an open panel because we going on to the next person.
Hold on, man. I give it 2 minutes now. I was just telling you about. I was just telling you.
Run his goddamn mouth.
I was just telling that. Listen, I'm just gonna tell you like this here. I'm tired of y'all making Bud out of something he not. Okay, I'm sick of this shit. I'm taking over for the Earl sectors. I'm standing for the Earl sectors. We're gonna get Bud ass in a motherfucking rematch.
You're out of here. You're done. You're done.
Goddamn.
Going out to my guy who been waiting for like 30 minutes patiently. He is finally back. You know what I'm saying? He done came through. He done caught us while we was live. My guy, fresh from Queens. You know what I'm saying? The fresh one has returned. He is upon us. One love to you, my brother. You're back in the sanctuary with the apostles. Testify, my brother.
What's going on? What's going on, Pastor?
Fresh.
How y'all doing?
What's going on, my God? What's good?
Hey, man.
Hold up.
Just wanted to.
Fresh, you got the L Boogie today, little bro.
You L Boogie on me, Fresh?
Y'all, can you hear me?
There you go. Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm Crystal.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, you know, as you men of God know the word, you know, what happened here is with 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 11, with these homosexuals. And for this cause, God shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie.
Come on. Wait.
The delusion is real. You know.
Read that again. Wait, y'all got to stand up for the word.
Okay. I mean, I can flip it from the first verse, but I ain't gonna do all that. But let's just start at verse 10. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 10. And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love, the truth, that they may be saved. And for this cause, God shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie. And Errol Spence Jr.
Ooh, it was written. It was written. It was written.
It was written. It was written. We've been telling them for 5 years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 years.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And they still, you know, these cats, man, they're like a scorned, bitter girlfriend who got dumped.
Damn.
They just can't get over it.
Oh, not the. He used to try to talk to me back in the day. He was
right. Just let it go, because it's another butt TKO.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Tell him again.
As the great Canada Baptist saying, just let it go, because it's another butt TKO. Just let it go. You know. I'm surprised we're still talking about this. I thought this was said and done. I mean, I thought it was a wrap after the fight. You guys, you and Gooch, man, y'all were.
Hold on, brother. No, sir. It's 40 days and 40 nights. I'm not wrapping this up. They had 5 years, bro.
No. I support y'all movement. 40 days, 40 nights. You know, me personally. You know, I'm doing me, but hey, you guys, man, y'all do y'all. I don't see nothing wrong with y'all, because at the end of the day, we had to put up with the bullshit for 5 years. So 40 days and 40 nights is nothing compared to 5 years of just nonsense, bullshit, propaganda, and just a whole lot of.
Mary J. Blige. 11 years. Heterosexuals at the drop of a dime.
But no, you guys were delivering some serious punches, and y'all cooked like how Bud did to Errol, and y'all knocked those points out. Y'all knocked them out, man. The excuses are just unbelievable, man. I mean, we talking about aliens and conspiracy theories, Men in Black, and cloning, and I mean, for real. Is this what we're dealing with? Is this what we're dealing with now in boxing? You know, they forget that this same man who took that L, what was it, August 19th?
Right.
Okay. He's the same dude who collected eyes 2 fights prior to that and badly damaged his opponents. Badly. You know, there was no neurological effects. There were no after effects of the accident. He was in tip-top shape. Came back, no tune-ups, don't need no tune-ups, and completely obliterated both of his opponents. But now when it comes to Bud, we have these excuses. I'm done.
Well, that's because, listen, if y'all know, y'all already have the full understanding we need, because they said Bud was on PEDs. It's not PEDs. It's actually the fact that I think they need to check Terrence Crawford's DNA, because he is not of this world. He's not human. We need to call in the Men in Black and the X-Files. We need to we need to call in the X-Files right now.
We'll check this out, Cam. I got a proposal. I'm boxing to you right now. I got. So, Kim, you called Bud and Sam Langford, right?
That's the reincarnation of Sam Langford, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
My only problem is this: he has to come up to heavyweight, right? Usyk, he's a little busy. Fury is a little busy, but hey, I'm open. I'm good. I ain't got no plans. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, bro.
Oh, yo.
Sugar J.
Hey, yo, bro.
Sugar J.
Sugar J, stop that shit, you rap. Sugar J, ever since I give you that goddamn pad that whoop your ass on your birthday, you think you cut like that. Now, sit your little ass down. Sit your ass down.
Hey, Sugar J.
Hey,
I'm going to say, Sugar J, after the other day, I got to put this out here. Y'all do know that y'all we, for now, I don't got to. You don't want to watch your words wisely, though, because they watching.
Nah, I'm just playing. I don't want that smoke for. I'm just playing.
They watch it. I got worried. They watch right now.
Hey, I'm just playing. I don't want that smoke for real. I ain't about that.
Hey, you see how quick he switched up when Red jumped in the chat? Was like, yeah, I am listening. It was like, Sugar Joe was like, no, Red. I was like, no. He said what he said. Make his ass run the ball. He was like,
no. You and Gooch.
I didn't know. So don't put Gooch in there. I did not know.
No, not Gooch. But Ken, you was like, oh, I'm instigating. I'm doing this, that. Adding fuel to the fire and shit like that. You knew what you was doing on Thursday. Don't even do that.
I got
and
that.
Gooch, Mr. Joe Shiesty himself. Man, yes, your ass was instigated.
Wait, what you calling?
Oh,
hey, hold on. See, hold on. See, hold on.
Play the song. Joe Shiesty. Joe Shiesty, that's my dog. Come on, man.
Joe Shiesty.
We were not talking about the Bengals right now.
That is crazy.
You talking about the Bengals subs? That's what you talking about? You talking about you know what? We ain't gonna get on to that. Every time, hey, yo, Kim, every time Gooch open up the show, instead of look, we gotta let it go. I feel like you should play Joe Shiesty's song every time you know. You gotta play it. Hey,
do I need to
jewelry?
Hold up, do I need to run it? The Sugar J, do I need to run it? Smart.
Hey, pop a lot of smoke and pop his smoke. And then we got 8 people in the building too.
Hey, fresh man, hold up.
Look, he trying to get off here real quick.
No, we got open panel to do, Sugar J.
Yeah, we gonna do open panel.
I'm gonna let you cook. I'm gonna let you cook, Billy Gruff. I'm gonna let you cook.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I got something for them Rams right now, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna let you have.
Just remember this.
I got something for them goats. I got something for them donkeys.
Them goats beat the shit out the Bengals.
I got 17. Y'all forget we got 14 acres down south. I got something for goats and donkeys.
Them goats beat the shit out the Bengals. Hey, don't Tigers hunt goats? Nigga, the goats beat the shit out the Bengals in the Super Bowl.
Okay, you know what?
Hey,
go ahead, Papa.
Get back the box.
Look, I got Gooch out of his element right now. Hey,
we talking boxing. I'm gonna let you have all this.
We got some new people in the chat now. They're going back to boxing, man.
Back to boxing. So listen, man. Right?
No, it's hold on. It's Pop a Lot of Smoke and Fresh turn, bro. Come on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Fresh, go ahead, man. You have the floor, bro.
No, it's all good, man. I just pull up and support you guys, and I'm waiting to see you guys smoke some girls sex so that they dare to pull up, and I'm willing to, get off the panel so that y'all can cook them, cook them really good, because you brothers had a serious cook session at the beginning of the show, so I enjoyed it, and hopefully they'll pull up. They got the guts.
I don't think they will pull up today. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Let me put this. Let me put this message out here. Let me put this message out here so y'all can really understand something. I'm not coming to y'all shit no more. I'm coming over here though, because here's what y'all not gonna do. Y'all not gonna time me out, because I don't time people out. We run you off. That's the difference.
That is facts.
Let me rephrase that. Kim might get sick and tired of you, and he might time you out and put you in plastic. But me, I'll run you off. I'm gonna keep this 100. Me personally, I don't condone none of that. But
Cam got one more time to do me like that. I'm gonna fuck his fat ass up. He do me like that again.
The button on your ass.
Anyway,
ain't nobody worry about your goofy ass. Just relax, man.
Anyway, I'm gonna slide over to Pop a Lot. Go ahead.
Goose doing cats like back in the hood. He running them off the block.
That's what I do.
Mr. Goldie, you got smoke with Kim. You got smoke with all of us. You got smoke with
facts. Me. I told you,
Speaking of smoke,
people. I'm gonna say all this shit for open panel.
I'm gonna hit your ass with this right here like he's gonna do Wilder.
Let's all the smoke. I want all the smoke. I'm gonna say this shit for open chatter. That's fresh. Pop a lot of smoke. AC said we got to say.
Look,
hey. Speaking of smoke, people in the smoke, y'all. Let's go to Pop a Lot of Smoke.
All right, let my guy.
That right here, Mr. Golden, be ready.
What's up, Smoke? What's the deal? Shout out to the evangelist who is he is responsible for bringing us the 1 through 6s, which are the commandments here at Is Boxing to You. If you know anything about the 1 through 6s, please go and get acquainted with Boxing 101 in your local gym. They'll get you together. Make sure y'all go like and subscribe to my guy's page. Pop a lot of Smoke James because he pop a lot of shit.
I'll be right back, y'all.
Go ahead, do your thing. Shout out to you, man. You're back on with the apostles here in the sanctuary, my brother. Go ahead and testify.
What's going on, man?
Man, I can't call it. I might spoil it, man. You know how we doing. We on these niggas' heads.
I seen y'all having fun, man. I had to run over to the little reservation, the Indian reservation where no Indians stay at, and give me some medicine.
Yeah. Facts. Big fact, though.
Matter of fact, my shit. I thought somebody was good. Man, let's not even talk about that Popular Smoke because we got some bogus people.
Oh my God,
bogus right now. And then be all. I'm not. I'll be right back. I know who to call.
Oh, and then you go. Oh,
I'll be right back. I gotta leave.
You pulled this and make sure I'm on
the Spence. He smoked all the Spence pack to himself.
Man, listen. No, let me tell you about this nigga here, man. This nigga here talking about, hey, Cam, I need some 30. Okay, you want some 30 20 minutes before the show.
Okay, PK, y'all. So now that y'all know,
y'all 15 to get to you.
Hold on. See, Cam, I was waiting for that. I wait for that action. Hold on, Cam. I got this one. So now that he has spilled the beans, yes, sir, I am in Omaha, Nebraska. Everybody, I flew in yesterday. I came back home because it's time for us to work. And when I say it's work, Cam started with like Sugar J said earlier, we got interviews coming from the teams. Yes, it's a lot of stuff in the making. So I came home to work, man. I got a lot of things down south. Shout out to my family in South Carolina. Japan Boys for sponsoring us, man. One love. They gonna hold me down from while I'm up here. But I came home to work, you guys. I came home to put It's Boxing You on the map. It's our turn. So I need you guys. Check this out. I need you guys. I gotta say this right now because it's on fresh on my mind. I need you guys to help us get to this 1,000. When we get to 1,000, when we get you guys on the memberships, oh my gosh, I got something special for you guys. I got something special coming for the membership. So I'm gonna leave that alone right now. Just let you. I need my people to help me get to 1,000. The quicker we get to 1,000, the better it is for you guys. To where y'all might be at the. Some of you guys might get a chance to see the second fight. That part, but yeah, we here working. We here working.
Hey Cam, I need to give me a call after the show.
I got you,
gang. Go ahead, pop a lot of smoke. I just had to put that out here though. Yeah, we working.
Yes, sir. Smoke the flow back on you, sir.
I'm gonna add to that one. More shorts.
We got some coming.
More shorts, like you know what I'm saying. More shorts. You know what I'm saying. Somebody now listen. I know all three of y'all niggas is busy, but somebody gonna have to go through the shows and clip them. And
man, listen. Hey, man. Say, man. What? Do you know how many hours of shit? Listen. Oh my God. I didn't even realize how long we be going live and songs.
Yeah. Hold on, let me go back. Hold on, right here. Was it right here?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I'm watching that bitch and fast forward. I'm not gonna play with. You gotta listen fast. Y'all be listening too slow.
It's like right after the live, somebody gotta be like, "Yo, is there something worth clipping?" And go back and do it, or later. The shit is crazy though.
Fuck that. The whole show is worth clipping, fam. We cook. No.
Hey, yo, Kendo.
People flip through them shorts like a motherfucker. They be like, "Yeah, them niggas funny as hell." So the shorts do it.
I got you.
But yeah, man. How many excuses did y'all count? I stopped counting them.
I am currently at 28, sir.
At 28. That's all? What you got? I thought it would be more like 100.
We at 28. Now, if you include the belly aching, because a lot of them was ran together, and you know, so it was just a number of all of these different ones, all kind of, you know, conjoined, like Voltron, like, you know what I'm saying, Megazord on the Power Rangers, right? So when I look at it, I'm just waiting on each new one as it surfaces and as it rears its ugly head. Because every time that motherfucker rears its ugly head, I'm gonna smack that bitch down.
Well, Cam, I got one. I got one for the kid, the icing off the cake. When they did an interview with Derek James over in London after the Joshua fight.
Yeah.
And they asked him about Bud. Y'all ready for this one? Y'all sitting down?
He said no comment.
No. No. Derek James said, hold on. Derek James said Earl was walking to the ring. It looked like he was walking in quicksand.
I will give 29.
No, Derek James did say this. He said we learned that Bud is always going to be the better boxer. You trying to outbox the boxer is always going to be the wrong game plan. And he said that's what we learned, and we just have to come with something different. And the next fight should be better. The next fight should be better.
So I'm glad you stated that, Sugar J, because between yourself and Pop a Lot of Smoke, we can really break down the technical aspects of boxing. As he holds up the 1 through 6. So my question to both you gentlemen, and I can even pose this to the panel, right? Errol has been a professional boxer since 2012. He stated he's been boxing since he was 15 years old, right? So, he, you know, so since he's been boxing that amount of time, we can kind of say we see what his patterns or his tendencies are, right? Right or wrong?
We used to beat him up,
right?
Okay, so if we see what his tendencies are and we see what he likes to do and what he does the most, it takes a very, very, very long time to break a habit that you have been doing all of your career or all of your professional career that we've seen. So, like, there is no way possible that he's going to be able to change his entire way of boxing in a month, 3 months, 6 months, hell, 6 months because he got knocked out. But in the 6 month allotted time span plus the amount of time of training camp, he's not going to be able to overhaul his entire boxing game. And unfortunately, it's not.
I'm gonna say this, and then we gotta let AC cook. But I'm gonna say this, right? And I'm gonna put the camera on so he can. That's not what he gonna be so much bigger and stronger, like Hulk Hogan, right? John Cena, them niggas, that he just gonna hit. He gonna walk football punches at 154. He gonna throw that damn looping ass overhand left, and then that's gonna be the end of the fight, and they gonna be happy. And see,
but check this out. He can learn before AC cooks. My whole opinion on this is this: he can make it a better fight than it was the first fight. And I also say this: does he still get knocked out? Hell the fuck yeah! He just makes it a tougher fight. Because at the end of the day, when you got that dog, bro, who gives a fuck, bro? You seem to, I mean, like, yeah, like keeping it real, bro. At the end of the day, it's about the mind, bro. If your mind is willing to, learn. I'm not saying his whole game plan is going to be there, but what I am going to tell you is this: at the end of the day, he's a killer, bro. And when you a killer and you willing to learn, you willing to learn. The man was willing to learn to, he got his ass beat. Like we could all acknowledge, he's not the one that's coming out with these excuses. The fans are. So the man knows he got his ass kicked.
Sugar J, I'm gonna give you two fighters that don't get talked about a lot. But nobody can beat Julian Jackson except for who?
Jared McClellan. Oh, well, himself. I mean, if you want to keep it real, but yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So, like, Julian Jackson was the most feared motherfucker until there was just that one nigga who just didn't give a fuck.
That's true. And then there's guys like Lennox Lewis that was willing to go after they, lost. they was willing to go in there and change up their game plan. So we
Listen,
got to see that.
I'm gonna shut up because I could go. Listen, with Lennox, we could go on because I think Lennox was fighting for more of a respect thing than anything.
It was.
You know what I'm saying?
And especially after he took the loss to Hasim Rahman.
No, I ain't talking about that one. I'm talking about when he first lost.
Had a home.
When he first lost to Oliver McCall and got knocked out before he went with Emmanuel Stewart. And when they were saying that him and Riddick Bowe was supposed to fight. And and he got knocked out by Oliver McCall, got embarrassed.
But bro,
what
listen,
that nigga do? That's
my point. Have a home,
you got guys like Julian Jackson, and then you got guys like Lennox Lewis that's willing to learn. The Klitschko, you got guys like that.
But Sugar say like you got, but like you gotta like Lennox Lewis was like more than abandoned. He was like kicked out. Like
his basic.
He fought for the Olympics in Canada. He's from Jamaica.
Okay.
When you go over water, they don't fuck with you. You come and niggas ain't fucking with you until you start screaming that big up the Queen and hanging out with LL and shit.
But what I'm saying is this though. I get all that. He's from Jamaica, Canada, England, and they did not respect him from England. They just respected him. That's why he fought Frank Bruno. That's why he fought Frank Bruno.
Hey. What that got to do with the aerosexual excuses?
Well, all I'm saying is this. Look, I don't want to get to it. All I'm saying is this. Well, yes, you got guys like Julian Jackson who they just weren't good enough, right? You know, you also got guys like the Klitschko's and the Lennox Lewis's that as they got older, they learned different shit and they made I'm not saying he's gonna beat Bud, but what I'm saying is we can't just count this nigga out because he was the unified welterweight champion for a reason. I get Bud made his ass look like an amateur, but like Bud said himself,
you forgot one word.
Hold on. He said, "Bud, this came out of Bud's mouth. Just because I make it look easy, that doesn't mean it was easy." So, and not everybody. And this, my whole thing is this: not niggas just saying everybody can beat Errol. No, the fuck they can't. That's only Bud, bro. That's only one nigga. Not that in what Bud did to him, nobody else can do to Errol, no matter what his flaws is.
Man, listen, man. I'm tired of you guys constantly trying to find reasons for Errol to have some type of chance. And like I said 5 years ago, he never stood a chance with Bud. And listen, hold on. And he never stood a chance right now, right? And I'm gonna say this. I heard you say that he may make a better fight at 154, right? What do you think Bud gonna do at 154?
I'm not. All I'm saying is, you cannot put a stamp on somebody and say they can't do this, that. When they was a great fighter to begin with, you cannot do that. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, hold on. We still got to let AC cook, man, because AC been waiting patiently. Let AC do his thing. Mr. Warren just slid in too, man. Y'all let these brothers cook, and then y'all do y'all 1-2 thing, man. Because Gooston already burnt the kitchen up. So I don't know what else. Gooston burnt the kitchen up. He done burnt the house down. Like, I could have just ended the show and just played the motherfucking intro again and it been over with and it'll be cool. Y'all might have been mad, but hey, he was cooking. He cooked his ass. Listen. All right.
Damn, let the nigga from the borough go.
My guy, the sheriff, the Brooklyn enforcers in the house. I think he sleep. No, one love to my guy AC in the building. Man, you're back on with the apostles. Go on and testify, my brother.
Yeah, what's good, fellas? First of all, I want to say shout out to my tribe, the Indian Reservation, Shinnecock tribe, Shinnecock Poospatuck tribe, all day, every day. Y'all already know how we do. You feel what I'm saying? New York's oldest tribe, New York's only tribe. That's how we do it. Brooklyn is my homeland. It's my tribe's homeland, so it is what it is. Yeah, for sure. For sure. We got the best clams and oysters on the East Coast. That's where everybody buy them from. You feel what I'm saying? But talking about these debates and everything that happened back in the day or back when, these guys ain't gonna rematch us because they knew they lost from the get. You had a lot of fuckboy bullshit going on with the panel, with the panels and the judges and all of that. So at the end of the day, ain't none of these guys trying to give nobody no rematch because we already shouted it out. I already shouted it out at the end of mine and had to point out, yeah, one of your judges done dropped off to jump off to try to talk shit about me in the chat without saying it to my face because he know I'll embarrass his ass and tell him shut the fuck up. I'll knock your bitch ass out at 54 years old. So so basically, you know, the cook that was going on earlier was right on point and everything. You know what I'm saying? Over here, we just like to deal with facts. We like to deal with truth, and we like to be, you know, at least for me, I always want to be a boxing fan first. I'm always going to stand on the fact that I don't give a fuck who you are, whether I liked you today and whatever. But if you do some weird shit that I don't like, I'm gonna call it out on you because that's not what the boxers of my era came through. I came through the Ali era. I came through the Mike Tyson era. I came through the Floyd Mayweather era. So I done seen 3 different eras of boxing. So I know how real champions move. You feel what I'm saying? As far as people giving Sam Langford the nod over Bud, I can't do that because at the end of the day, Sam Langford's style and the way they held their guards and the way they moved, when you look at all of those old classic joints, Bud would beat dog shit out of them. They don't have angles. They don't do the things that we see Bud do that make us say Bud is special. So when I say Bud is the number one fighter, when I say Bud is the number one fighter, period, that's what he is. Because if you go back in the day and you look at their fighting style to the progression of boxing today, them niggas would get knocked the fuck out early. A lot earlier than what we would expect. It would be another Errol Spence thing. Because Errol fights like a classic fighter and he fights like a black Mexican. As I pointed out on many occasions and on many panels, that dudes was just tried to mute me and tell me, yo, this dude is tripping. Yo, you can't say that. Nigga, I can say what the fuck I want. Period. You feel what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you have your opinion, I have my opinion, but I can also back my opinion up with facts because my opinion just ain't no ordinary opinion that I pulled because someone else said some shit, and then I'm trying to pull from theirs and then try to form something that I think sounds intelligent. When I look at the classic fighters and I look at how they hold their guards, how they move, with the exception of like a Sugar Ray Robinson and the exception of a Muhammad Ali, those are about the 2 best footworks that you had. You feel what I'm saying? Outside of them, dudes was flat-footed, and they had a weird low ass guard that a good check hook would have a home all day long. So at the end of the day, when I look at what Bud brings to the table and stuff like that, and I'd be willing to have this debate with anybody. Bud is the best fighter that we've seen in boxing, period. Because these other guys can't do what he does, and I'm gonna keep it 100 again. I'm gonna say this again. None of them dudes, not Ali, Robinson, Sam Langford, none of them were an active Hall of Famer. Like Terrence Bud Crawford, and his class was Roy Jones, Floyd Mayweather. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, when you look at who he came in with, you gotta know that who the fuck voted for that? When you ask yourself that, for this man to be an active Hall of Famer, who was voting for him? Who voted for him? And that just tells you everything. So when it comes down to that argument, I'm always gonna say Bud is the best boxer we've seen since boxing been around. Put him in there with them old guys, he beats the shit out of them. You put him in here with these new scared ass motherfuckers, they won't even get a rank. They won't get in there. They'll be too scared. You put him in with some of the present guys. We, at the end of the day, the thing that ends his career, or the last fight that I think he should have, if he get the Canelo fight, fine. But I got a funny feeling Canelo gonna duck that man, because he know that man has footwork. That man has things that he just can't beat. And I'm gonna let Mr. Warren cook. Yeah, I think so too. It's a huge payday. It's a beautiful retirement. It's a beautiful retirement fight. That's the way they both should go out. They both pass the torch and they end their errors. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that's what I want to see. That's what I'm hoping for. Oh, I just want to cook on this one last thing. These motherfuckers, I don't give a fuck who you are out there. Stop with this weird ass trying to rewrite history about Boots Ennis. Please stop that.
Detroit.
I mean, the motherfucker had 2 chances to fight Bud. More than 2 chances. He could have fought Bud on December 10th when the Avenesian fight happened.
He could have fought Bud before fucking shot
all day. So at the end of the day, I give him the benefit of the doubt by saying you could have you ducked him 2 times on that what we know as absolute fact. So stop with the Bud don't want to fight. Bud don't want no parts of Boots Ennis. He told Boots Ennis after Boots Ennis knocked out what's the name? He was like, yeah, I'll fight him. If you want to fight, I'll fight him. Boots ain't had nothing to say. Boots come out his face and say, oh, well, I've been chasing you since 2018. Go to BoxRec and look at what that man was doing in 2018. Exactly. He wasn't ready for no Bud. So stop that. That's my call.
He ain't returned his call.
It's just crazy. In 2018, Bud had just came up from 140 to 147. And that was like when he was about to beat up Jeff Horn and take his belt.
Young Jesus, we are taking you to church. Mr. Warren G, what's going on?
Man, shout out to the Reverend himself. He done pulled up in here, man. What's up, Mr. Warren? How you feeling, man? Warren G.
Hey, he doing that shit again. He doing
Mr. Warren, the fella said
he got one of the choir girls back there, one of the choir ladies.
Yeah, you know.
Yo, y'all niggas is fucked up. Bill Boot Camp, what's going on?
What's happening, man?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold on. Go ahead, Bills. Go ahead, Bills. Do your thing.
Okay. Bill. Oh shit, I'm on mute, man. I had a whole soliloquy.
Yeah, you over there.
Hey, we at the end, man. We still at the end, man. I told y'all this shit ain't over, man. Y'all hear me real good. I know I'm about to hit a pass.
You crispy.
Hey. Y'all can't be talking football on this channel, man. Wait till I get my shit running, man. Y'all come over there with the bullshit, man. You, Sugar J, Gooch, all y'all. Yeah, just bring it.
You talking about Mr. Joe Shiesty himself? You talking about that, man?
So yeah.
He called him Joe Shiesty.
They called him Joe Shiesty, bro.
Yo, bro. Hey, look. No, that's what he calls Joe Burrows, bro.
My nigga.
My whole question is this: how can you be a Bengals fan and be like, "Oh, Joe Shiesty got these nice ass jewelry and shit"? The nigga ain't got no real jewelry in the NFL. How the fuck you gonna try to stand on me and I'm a Rams fan and talk all that shit, but nigga, we beat y'all niggas just 2 years ago. What did Joe Shiesty do in that Super Bowl though? That's a different story. What did Aaron Donald do to Joe? What did Aaron Donald do to Joe Burrow? Okay, that's a different story.
Hey, Sugar J, Sugar J, say that for the vent quarters, man. We're gonna.
Yeah,
I'm gonna unleash.
we don't
I'm
say
gonna let you have them. I'm gonna let you have them. It's
Wait,
gonna
are
be.
you a Bengals fan too?
No, I'm a Bills fan, man, all day till I die.
Bro, you
Oh,
see
yeah.
his number?
So y'all niggas just like to steal from us, take Von Miller from. That's cool. I like it though. I like it. All right.
Hey, somebody got to do it, man. Somebody got to do it, man.
Hey, at least
Bill's been a Bills fan since before the Bills was the Bills.
But check this out. At least when we got Von Miller, the nigga won a Super Bowl with us. That's all I'm gonna say.
I ain't that old, Cam. There you go. Cam will throw that motherfucker shot. I ain't that motherfucker though.
I thought you was a Jim Kelly fan.
No, I'm 89. I'm from 89 on too, but still.
I thought you was fucking with Thurman Thomas now.
No, but hey, the way you said it like I was an OJ fan.
My bad. I thought you was.
Damn, Bills, you've been around for a minute. You've been around for
since 89, man. I've been a Bills fan since 89. So
shit, my dad.
OJ, nigga. I wasn't watching OJ.
You said 89? You said 89, right?
Yeah.
Shit, my dad was just a little kid, bro. Damn.
Hey, so now, because remember, man, y'all gotta.
Hey, I ain't number 43. Damn, calm down.
Okay. You ain't that much older than my dad. Never mind.
Yo, this fuck.
Bills. 91 was a good year, Bills. 91 was a good year, Bills. We had Whitney Houston singing the national anthem, and my Giants, had to, what it was. 91 was a good year.
Yeah, the mob hit the button. But on to boxing.
Yes, I'm about to give Bills his credit right now, right? And AC and nobody else, nobody from New York gonna like this. The Buffalo Bills is the only team.
Don't say that.
That is really
Who's lying?
New York, because the Jets and the Giants are in Jersey. You gotta cross the bridge in the water. You gotta watch them.
That's true.
Hey, like my homeboy say, since the bridge right there, they holding hands in New York.
I'm with you. The Buffalo Bills. That's my family's team. We grew up liking Buffalo. Like I said, the 3 years in a row that they went to the Super Bowl, unfortunately they lost. But Buffalo is the only real New York team. I'm with you on that.
That was 4 years, AC. Man, let's get to this boxing, man. Y'all trying to hurt my motherfucking Bills.
Wait.
I'm sorry.
The Giants beat the Patriots. Like, don't do them like that. Like,
you gotta understand, Bills. Sugar J gave Gooch a whole episode. He gave him this for like 30 minutes, bro.
I heard it.
It hurt my feelings. It hurt. Like every time
we're gonna talk about football with Gooch, I'm gonna just think about that two strikes song. That's all I'm gonna think about.
Do I need to run it back with Gooch? Take the pedals in the flag.
Like Bill said, man, let's get back to that boxing. By the way, Bills, let's not forget the prediction round 3. Remember, we was predicting that round 3. Bud messed up our prediction, but we know it was unofficially over in round 3.
Well, I think he just showed a little mercy.
I said between 3 and 5, but we were close.
Fresh, no cap. I'm sitting at the because I went to a partner of my crib who was an Errol Spence fan. We bet on the fight, right? So I go to the crib.
Oh, you got that money though, then?
And there's yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Man, when he dropped him in the second round, I looked over at Kanisha and said, "And the Bills might get his wish." Like Bills, it's looking like Bills is about to get his wish.
It's gonna go down. I was jumping up and down and shit,
man. So yeah, he went on and put out a masterful performance. But I'm just
take the kick Cam out like Martin.
Hey, what?
Everybody on the inside of the house gotta move to the outside.
To the outside. No lie. Bro sat on the couch like this. He sat on the chair like this. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. Let me cook right quick, man, before I get back. Goddamn it. Let me.
I didn't know he was that. I didn't know he was that good. I didn't, nigga. You told me. I didn't know.
Hey, but on the real though, on y'all topic, there's a lot of excuses. I'm like Gooch though. I ain't gonna go back on these motherfuckers' channel because it's like they ain't trying to let you on the panel to talk about it. They'll leave you in the background. And I try to go on this dude channel like 5 times. I'm mean mugging him on the little backstage shit. I'm trying to get you to do anything to let me on this motherfucker.
It's
Then I
me.
seen the real Marlo and D-Town on that motherfucker. I about lost it. I was out there for a whole hour trying to get on that motherfucker. I was like, ooh, I want these 2 motherfuckers.
These motherfuckers right here. Man,
And he saved. You can't save them. You can't save them. They gonna get this work because at the end of the day, y'all selling propaganda over and over again. So you think when he get to 154, it's gonna be better? It's gonna be worse because there's more bullshit added on to the shit before. You saying what I just did was nothing. You saying what I just did to this man was on some other shit. So I'm gonna beat the fuck out of him even worse because you said I couldn't do it again. And I don't even think this man really want a rematch. He's sitting in Spain with his old lady thinking about like, okay, I got this like 30 mil right here. Like, yeah, I was talking to Bud. I should make some investments and shit. Cause they talked about more than fucking boxing.
Cause I can retire right now.
You know what I'm saying? And he was like, you know what I mean? I feel that's where the I feel played shit come from when a motherfucker give you the blueprint and he told him
30 million off this fight.
This is why I wanted transparency. This is why I wanted transparency because you can really see what's really going on and who the fuck hands in the pot. You can see who hand in the pot that ain't doing shit.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? That's why before the fight even magnified like that, they were trying to say, oh, it ain't even no money for the fight. This fight ain't gonna make no money. Bud numbers and da-da-da-da. Then a motherfucker had the nerve to say Spence could have done it by himself. 700 motherfucking thousand. Like he ain't never did it before. Hey, these niggas in they feeling, man. I'm glad the violin was playing when these motherfuckers were talking. They in they feelings, they shocked. They still shocked. Like, damn. But at the end of the day,
I ain't never looked like this before.
yeah. I mean, if you so open to get punched, and this man already know your routine, you gonna look fucked up. You gonna get fucked up.
He's not.
We played the breakdown a week before the fight and said Spence throw 2 jabs, then a body shot. 2 jabs, then a hook.
He sits
you know what I'm saying? And Bud caught all that shit and bopped this motherfucking ass. Then you need to short my breakdown what I did against Ben in Israel because I said Bud gonna go to the motherfucking ropes and he gonna rock his motherfucking ass. I said Bud gonna tell him to come on. Come on. He pushed him when he pushed him off in the 2nd round, he knew shit was real then. Because he usually put his body on him and push him to the corner and beat on their body.
His head
Yeah.
Check hook. Look at me when I'm talking to you, nigga.
Hey, but at the end of the day, man, at the end of the day, we got to put all these motherfuckers in the pot. I'm going to start writing down names. I'm going to start doing all this shit. Because when I go live, I'm going to start calling these motherfuckers out, even though I'm talking about football. Yeah, I don't give a fuck if you subscribe to them or not. Go check them out. And you can see the bullshit. And then you'll come to the read.
He's making a list. He's checking it twice.
I'm tired of these motherfuckers. I mean, I never understood. Like, they be like, oh, there's a black man. You got to respect the black man. And then, man, fuck all that. You disrespecting the motherfucker every day. This motherfucker got kids to feed. Huh? So you think he won't make a motherfucker bleed? He can get ugly real quick.
Now this one, so you could disrespect the man. You could talk about his family, his mom, his wife, his coach. Now, mind you, They are Bo-Mac, Big Mac extra fries, Cheetos, Cheeto Puff, Cheeto Pack, he fat,
Yeah. You can say all this and disrespect the motherfucker, but as soon as they beat your man up, now you saying, "Oh, I ain't apologizing for shit."
But the
But
whole
I'm gonna
time
pass it on, man. I'm gonna let it go. I holler.
the
I'll
man
probably be in
has
the
a
background.
heart condition, Bills. They
Huh?
don't even understand. Bo-Mac has a heart condition, bro.
They don't care.
That man, that was what cut his boxing career short. Because Bo-Mac boxed professionally. That is what cut his professional career short.
Hey, I say it like this.
Man,
I say it like this, Cam. People that got a heart condition, that mean their heart too big. You see the love he's showing.
he's showing nothing but
You know
love,
what I'm saying?
dude.
He showed Derrick James love, then beat him up in his own game.
Hey, but niggas is out here sounding like silent night, holy night. Them niggas is quiet as the shh. They ain't saying nothing. Because there's so much propaganda that's been spread. Oh, the Bud hype train's gonna stop now. He's gonna get exposed now. He's never fought an elite fighter.
But I knew it was real when IO was checking these motherfuckers like, man, y'all quit all this bullshit. I knew it was
and I ain't gonna lie, shout out to IOTBA for keeping it 100.
Shout out to Io. Shout out to Io.
IOTBA for
He's
keeping
seen
it
the
100.
light like Paul the apostle.
You feel me? IOTBA was on
Fuck
niggas'
IO.
heads.
Fuck
Like,
IO.
hey,
I said it. Warren G.
Warren
G.
Petty.
Yeah, Mr. Warren. Y'all gotta
let Mr. Warren cook, man. I'm about to hit a dead spot.
I've been quiet for a long time. That nigga ain't getting no pass. That's all I'm gonna say about that nigga. Fuck him.
Alright, well.
That nigga was talking all that bullshit and talking much trash.
Yeah.
He got his ass whooped and now he biting. The motherfucker wants some credit. He wants somebody to give him some motherfucking time. That nigga looking for some motherfucking no, let me finish. That nigga looking
Warren G came on some petty shit.
yeah, that part. Yeah, that nigga looking for some motherfucking subscribers now. He ain't got no motherfucking show. That's
Hey, wait a minute. IO been cooking. He been cooking Derrick James' ass.
He gonna have to keep
Warren G cooking him right now.
Shout out IOTBA, man. IO did this. I had to give IO his respect because out of all of them niggas that talk so much shit, he popped some of the most shit, and he actually pulled up on the like, hey, you know what? All the shit that I talk, I was wrong.
Made it personal. Fuck.
That's what I'm saying. He came and apologized on the pet. Like, listen, I came, I made it. I talked shit. I popped my shit. I made it. I said a lot of shit, and I was wrong than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Seen that shit.
I gotta apologize.
He ain't getting no pass for me.
I ain't got no smoke with y'all.
Like Mr. Goose
ain't no
said,
issues.
Like Mr. Goose said, it's 40 days and 40 nights. He gonna get that ass.
He's still gonna.
He still gotta get that motherfucking work.
He's still gonna. Listen, I let him make it on the strength that he came
right
to
now.
beat the knee. Like, hey,
it's storming right now. Fuck that. It's still
everybody. He gotta take.
He gotta get wet too. Fuck that.
He gotta give Bird for his part in it too.
Yeah. That part.
Damn.
Yo, Cat.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if you guys remember this show called Let's Do It Again, right? I'm finna add
Let's
to the
do
list.
it again.
Yeah, I'm finna add to the list. So shout out to Sidney Poitier and Bill Cosby and Jimmy Walker Jr. So what they did was they went into his locker room, Earl Spence locker room, and hypnotized him and told him to look like I'm just saying, you know, I might as well add to the goddamn list. You know?
Fuck it. Hey, that's number 30. Hey, wait. Number 30, bro. Hey, hold up.
He got hypnotized.
Errol was hypnotized.
Warren G, you want to see that picture? I think I can find it. You want to see the picture? So listen, I swear to God, on my life, I was calling Earl Bootney Farnsworth. Since you're talking about Jimmy Walker's character, Farnsworth from Possum Smalls, Alabama. I got the movie, nigga. And listen, in real life, 40 and Street Black from Bigfoot, Mississippi, Beat the shit out of goddamn Bootley Farnsworth. I got the picture, bro. I did a whole lot of it, bro. All right, Warren G. Listen. Great minds think alike.
But
Earl
to
Spence looked
piggyback
like
off
Bootley
of
Farnsworth
AC,
before the hypnotized shit.
Yeah, AC pulled up.
Hold on, Haplotype, hit the link, man. You own it. I don't know what's going on here, but the only person on that list of fighters that you just gave that I thought would have gave him any kind of work was Robinson. The rest of them, no way. He stops them all.
I want to.
And his hometown bias, bro.
No. Hold on, Cam. That nigga know exactly what the fuck you're talking about. We just discredited all them fucking fighters.
I didn't discredit nothing. They great fighters. I'm telling you, Bud is the GOAT. Fuck y'all talking about.
My little part, right?
Bud is the GOAT. I thought
I'm telling y'all, Bud is the GOAT. Bud beats every fighter he just named. The only fighter that gives him a fight is Robinson, and that's because I got Robinson.
How the fuck you gonna say
so wait a minute. We can see that to me those are arguments that can be made and be legitimate arguments on both sides, because you got to understand back then them fighters was fighting more than once every year or twice every year too, and then the other thing that I think we're in the generation, just like to me for basketball, is watered down to me. I grew up with the Dr. J's, the Moses Malones, the Kareem Abdul-Jabbars, the Jamal Wilkes, the Larry Birds, the Nate Archibalds, the Bernard Kings, I grew up around them type of motherfuckers where it got physical, right? And I think boxing, to me, boxers had cheated the boxing game or cheated the sport of boxing. I'm not saying all. You have your Terrence Crawfords, you have your other boxers that are dedicated, but hold on, let me finish. It's watered down in the sense that they don't take their training seriously. They don't equate boxing with the lifestyle of a boxer that, to me, a great boxer would have in order to be great. Now,
in my opinion, Mr. Warren, to piggyback with what you're saying, I do agree to the extent of, I feel like boxing, to me, the fighters kind of signify what was happening in the times, what's going on at the times. Back then and throughout history, you had kind of a more the more gritty and rugged it was. You had those real life, real deals instances, especially with these guys living the lives that they were living and still fighting, being a prime example, bro. Just the fact Joe Louis, at the time that he reigned, doing what he did as a black man during the time when you feel what I'm saying? We was just barely making it off and out the plantation. You feel what I'm saying? Like they wasn't
right. I get you,
like that.
My point is the training part of it. I mean,
and yeah, this man is he's a soldier. He's going to war shooting.
I think for me, boxers have become delusional by their fans telling them certain or listening to their fan base. Because if he would have allowed himself to actually study Bud, he would have took his career a lot more seriously, and especially his training, especially his thing about not sticking to his guns about not having a tune-up. Because me, I'm looking at Bud, I'm like, man, I'm gonna get a tune-up. I'm not gonna go in this man in this ring with this man and be ring rust and know this man is that damn good. He didn't want to give him that respect, and that's what I mean by boxers are watering down the sport of boxing,
drinking their own Kool-Aid and believing their own hype type shit.
And we are finding out now that they really are not all that good. They selling us a bill of goods until they get in the ring with a real motherfucker that do the work, that put in the time, that take that don't smoke, that don't drink, that don't do all that extra shit.
But this is why I'm gonna say this. When you take a fighter from back in the day, right? And if you took that fighter and had him trained, and with all the technology that goes into some fight camps, and let's just talk about the UFC training facility, have all of these machines that can help you do a lot of things, right? It's like medicine. That's like saying a person can survive cancer from way back then, like they can survive cancer today. They won't.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day,
the
end of the day, if you apply that same philosophy across the board, that technology, science, medicine, and training methods will always increase each generation, then you can easily say the way some of these fighters fight today, they will dance circles around some of these classic guys.
But
because let me finish. I'm not saying every fighter. I'm talking about Bud. But what I'm saying is this: when you take that into play, you'll find yourself in a situation where, because of science and technology and things like that, the rubber band, bungee cords and the rubber band joints that they fighters use today to develop in specific muscles and develop specific muscle memory. When you only have pads running, a heavy bag, and a jump rope, how can you seriously say you can do X, Y, and Z over someone who has that type of training facility if they got the heart, the dedication, and everything else that goes with it? This is why I'm saying, in that situation, looking at the way fighters train today, as opposed to the days of Sugar Ray Robinson, the days of Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, and things like that. Granted, they fought more rounds. They might have fought 3-4 times. Maybe some of these guys fought 6 times a year. You feel what I'm saying? But to be able to fight 6 times a year, that says a lot about your opposition.
Well, not even just that, though. Because I looked at this, too. A lot of these guys, AC, were even back then, and this is why I say it looked to me like boxing did kind of reflect the times and what was going on with the people in the society. Although you have a very valid point about there being advancements in science and technology, training methods, sports, things of that nature. The one thing that I think about back then, even with a lot of the struggle, a lot of the rugged things that were happening, you were building some rough, rugged, sturdy guys who were literally getting up early in the morning, running. They're basically running to fucking work. They're running to the damn to the factory, working a 10-hour shift. You know what I'm saying? Standing on their fucking feet, and then after leaving work, running to the fucking gym. You know what I mean? To get ready for a fight. Some of these guys were fighting like 5 nights a week. Like how they go to work, they was fighting that many like that shit is fucking unheard of now.
Okay, so you take a prime example of someone that's NBNB, Houston Alexander. That was Houston Alexander's lifestyle when he was in the UFC.
Yeah,
that dude was a truck driver.
That was Houston before. That was, if you knew anything about Houston, that was Houston before MMA. Houston was known for
But what I'm saying, the point that I'm making is Houston was a truck driver. He worked, so he didn't have time to live the fighter's lifestyle as some of the light heavies that was in the division at the time. So regardless of how tough and rugged he was, he never got to the point where he had a strap around his waist.
But that speaks to me about the amount of what Dana White is paying those fighters, because there's no way in the fuck that you're having some of your top fighters and champions and names in the sport that are still having to be able to do stuff like go out and work full-time jobs, and your events are selling out, and you're doing numbers that are rivaling a world federation sanctioning boxing events. You feel what I'm saying?
And Ken, check this out. It's crazy you brought that point up, because like there was a fighter. What was it? The Rock just bought this UFC fighter a house. He was broke. He had a wife or something like that. It was this African UFC fighter contender, and The Rock bought him a house because he couldn't afford to go sleep somewhere nice or anywhere for his family. So The Rock went out and went to go buy him a house. Or there was this guy, I don't know if you guys watch UFC like that. He was like a middleweight. He fought Israel Adesanya. His name is Jared Cornier. And he said he had to knock out Anderson Silva. He said, I had to do it. I didn't want to. I had to do it. I'm broke. I need to keep fighting. I love Anderson Silva, but I'm not getting paid the money that I deserve. I have to say, I have to get in this. And everybody was bullying him. He was like, this is not something I wanted to do. I have to do this because I'm broke.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, straight up.
You get these UFC fighters coming out and saying that. And all these celebrities trying to help out these fighters and stuff. And it's like, damn, Dana. And Dana, your fucking net worth is like a $400 million, bro.
And he's rich as the shit, living good, living great, like not a care in the world, bro. That to me is what looks like a fucking plantation.
I want to see how much old boy from last night, Sugar Sean O'Malley. I want to see how much his biggest payday is going to be when he defends his title.
It all depends, because like let's say it was the knockout of the night, right?
It don't matter. That's like a $50,000 bonus.
I was just about to say it was like that's like a $50,000 bonus. So at the most, he might have made anywhere from 150. You know what I'm saying? Last night,
he was the challenger. He wasn't the champion.
He wasn't the champion. So champions get paid more than challengers. You know what I'm saying? Like, he took the championship belt, so now he'll make more, but he wasn't making that much. You know what I mean?
Crazy? You know what's crazy, y'all? Before we get back to boxing, it's crazy because nigga, when John Jones in like 2018, when he was on top of the sport, right? Mm-hmm. He was considered, him and Conor were considered the big stars, right? Mm-hmm. And then you go to Canelo's. What was it? His payday. When John Jones fought Alex Gustard, whatever the dude for the second time, he got paid $15 million. When Canelo fought Triple G, that nigga got paid $30 fucking million, bro. And that was around the time when he signed the biggest contract at that point in time in boxing. And then you go back 2 years ago, Kamaru Usman, he was the highest paid superstar. Conor was gone. John Jones was gone. He got paid $5 million. Canelo was getting $40 million.
40. Yeah, like boxers have made shit tons more in this than the UFC and MMA fighters. I do agree. Like only the top upper echelon fighters that are like household names, considered superstars in the sport. And not only that, they have merchandising deals, and they're doing other things outside of the UFC that are landing them money. For example, a lot of the UFC guys or MMA guys that you're seeing started to branch out over into acting. And you might see them in I'm doing acting and extra roles, or I'm playing a bad guy, you know what I'm saying, in an action flick, or you know what I'm saying, kind of deal. I'm in the next Scott Adkins movie. I'm in the next IP Man, like playing a bad guy, just a hitch.
Something like that. Yeah.
You feel me? You see guys branching out into other avenues, trying to make other streams of income because they're utilizing their public platform and whatever fame and recognition that public platform is getting them known for, to take them into other avenues where they could potentially make more money than what it is they're actually making in what they're doing. Like some people got dreams and aspirations of doing other stuff outside of and beyond one day when they finish whooping the motherfucker's ass for 5 to 12 rounds. You feel what I'm saying? Like I got aspirations. I want to own, you know, whatever. So
and okay. Now back to boxing. We was talking about the belts or whatever, right?
Mhm.
I'm looking at it like this. This is my perspective on it. I listen to you, AC, and Mr. Warren. Me personally, I
Capital time, come back. Come on back.
I agreed with all three of you guys with different statements. I do, but me personally, it's just like you can say who's the GOAT of era. It's like you can't talk about boxing. To me, boxing is like that sport where you can't compare and say who's the top. It's hard to be like who's the top 100 fucking best boxers of all time. You wanna know why? Because it's like
so
40
many.
great boxers in every era.
Yeah,
Boxing's been around. Boxing's been recognized as a professional sport.
Shit, it's
200
great
years.
fighters that's not even ranked professional.
And then hold on, and then you got sports like basketball. Shit, they only been around for 80 years. I mean, that's a long ass time. But shit, boxing's been around so long, bro. We were slaves still.
Because in my mind, I feel like shit. What's his name? Kimbo could have been the heavyweight champion of the world, damn near undisputed.
To me, it's just like
had he went in the boxing.
Look,
instead of the UFC.
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna say this. Hey, Kim, I don't agree with that. But anyway,
I mean, that's just an opinion of mine. The way he was knocking shit out, dropping shit. If he put some actual training behind this shit, bro, he'd have been knocking a lot of them guys at heavyweight.
But check this out though. Like I was saying, okay, like you cannot just fucking say, okay, Sam Lanford would beat the shit out of Terrence Crawford, or okay, Marvin Hagler would lose to Triple G. You can't say shit like that because it's like
it's a fantasy thought. It's two different areas. But it's one of those things where when I say pound for pound, I feel like I could put Bud in that era and he would excel still. He'd still be able to live that in that era during that time, live that life and be able to excel.
What I'm saying is this. Well, like I get all that. I'm just saying like it's just too many different eras, bro. Like there's different accolades, different shit. From AC standpoint, from what I'm listening, it sounds like he's going off of matching them up and how they would fight in the rings against each other. And then you and Mr. Warren's standpoint seems like it's coming from the accolade standpoint. Like, and all the, it sounds more so. Now, if we're going off styles, I do agree with AC to the point where it's kind of like Steph Curry and fucking Mark Price. Like, nigga, Steph Curry's going to beat the shit out of Mark Price, bro. He has too much in his bag. It's like you can't, that on that standpoint, you know, Steph Curry's gonna beat him. But at the same time, though, Mark Price was a fucking killer, though.
He had a
dirty ass dog. He played, and that's not saying. And that does that mean Steph Curry and a dog? No, he's a 4-time NBA champion. But at the same time, you played in that era that they played in. Right. You cannot count any one of them dudes out, bro. I'm gonna tell you this, and I also say this. I think. I studied the fight. I do not agree with it was either AC or Fresh. I do not agree with some statements about that boxers back then didn't have no footwork. I don't agree with that because
no, I can't say that. That's not true. That's not true at all.
I'm saying this about footwork. If you look at these older fighters and you look at their footwork.
Once in a generational titles that can transition to.
Somebody got an echo.
And I'm gonna I can let dude come in. I'm gonna say this quick. I think Terrence Crawford is one of those talents that can move in multiple eras and be successful, but that's far in between. You know, he's just one of those. And I think we're speaking about how great we're looking at a boxer. We just don't appreciate how great this talent is because we're living in that moment. But history is going to show itself in documentaries about how we just took for granted how great Bud is really is.
And that's the point I'm making, because at the end of the day, when I look at all the old fighters and I look at their footwork and I look at are they shooting from different angles? Like I said, with a lot of these old guys, a check hook will find its home all day, every day, because the way they hold a guard, the way they move, and the fact that you're not getting a lot of angle type punching from them. A lot of their punches come straight. It's looking at the era of the old heavyweights moving into this era of heavyweights where you're dealing with actually a super heavyweight. So when I look at how these guys at their weight class and how where they would come in at training aspect, recovery, technology in recovery, because recovering is one of the most important aspects to whereas you can get out there and have another grueling hard workout the very next day. So if you made advances in science in just simple recovery, you're going to dance circles around the classic fighters. Now, I'm not saying every fighter today can fuck with a lot of these old school fighters. A lot of these old school fighters will walk through 90, 98.5% of the current market because they don't take the sport seriously and they rather be celebrities than be a fighter. Back then, guys were fighters. They fought 15 rounds. They fought 25 rounds. Fights were happening, and you had to put in work. So at the end of the day, not everybody would be able to do what Bud Crawford does. And like Mr. Warren said, only history, because hindsight is always genius in 2020, will actually show us how great this dude was, his angles, his punch selection, his accuracy, and all of that will come into play and it will be matched to some of the absolute legends. You can't, I don't give a fuck how much power you have. If you can't land a punch, your power is irrelevant. But I want to hear from Haplo.
Hello.
What's up, Haplo? How you doing, my guy?
Oh, chilling, man. Just been listening, enjoying the show. Just got a little bit of a difference of opinion with your boy AC up here on some of the things he's saying. Not everything. First of all, Bud to me is the best welterweight of this century, and I'm including Mayweather in that, of course.
Okay.
So I'm not trying to downgrade him at all, and I know where I'm at. Like I know this is a very, close-knit community of Bud supporters, and I'm one of them for sure.
I'm about to say, careful, Haplo type. It's a landmine out there.
I had him winning from the first day he went into the welterweight division. Before he beat Horn, I had him beating Spence. But anyway, what he's talking about, the training techniques of today and how effective they are and how guys from the past would have been, not able to withstand the training techniques that we have today. I think that's fucking bullshit. Okay. And you got to remember, these guys, some of them were fighting 20 rounders, more than that, when you're going back to the Walcotts and the great welterweights of the past. Okay. Welterweight is one of the oldest divisions in boxing. It's not the oldest. Middleweight is the oldest. But when it comes to this century, there's no doubt in my mind, there's no argument Bud is the best welterweight of this century. But a lot of people would argue that, but I wouldn't. But when it comes to him beating the likes of a Ray Robinson, I think that's a no for sure. When it comes to the likes of him beating a Walcott, no. A Gavilan, no. A Leonard, that's Sugar Ray Leonard, no. or a Tommy Hearns. Roberto Duran, I think maybe he could get Roberto Duran at welterweight. I think he would beat Roberto Duran, maybe. But as far as those other guys and this idea that a check hook is some new thing, bro, like a check hook was invented by these guys that you're talking about. They invented the check hook. They invented all these punches that you're talking about. You think they didn't use angles? You think they didn't like have the knowledge? It was better then than it is now. And the fact that they were fighting, 20 fights a year sometimes or more, it shows that their conditioning was far superior to these guys who fight 12 rounders twice a year and gas out and look like a fucking ass, like Errol Spence getting his ass whooped in 12 rounds. So, I mean, I don't know. I just have a fundamental disagreement there with you. And I think the techniques, all the techniques that are used now are techniques that were developed back then. What made Tyson a effective heavyweight? He went back in history and he found the style that beats the Ali style that everyone else was using. So styles come and go and they recycle. Different styles beat other styles. Okay? But guys like Gavilan and Tommy Hearns with their length and their sharp punching, they would give Terrence Crawford a big problem. Those guys were like legit career welterweights, if not bigger, really. And then you've got Langfords and people like that were just workhorses that you couldn't tire them out. You couldn't find openings because they were just too dynamic. So anyway, that's what I had to say.
But I'm going to give you the fact that you're talking how many rounds guys put in and the level of conditioning that they had to put in. But if you look at the workout, if you look at the work pace and you look at how guys train today, you quantify that 12 rounds, you'll be looking at the work rate is actually for a 24-round fight because it's so many different things that you work with. Now, the bag, the heavy bag, you have different types of heavy bags now. Back then, you may have only had one type of heavy bag. I don't know. I wasn't alive back then. So you have different types of heavy bag. You have the water bag right now. You have so many different things that bring you into where technology has allowed for a fighter to train for 12 rounds. But if they have the right conditioning and the right life outside the ring, they can easily go 15, 20 rounds. If you look at the fight from back in the day,
there's no way of proving that.
You would see.
There's no way of proving that, bro.
Why are these guys I'm just telling you with technology. I'm just telling you with
6-7 rounds.
That's not Terrence Crawford. We're not going to talk about anyone else.
Look at Caleb Plant, right?
Can I finish though? Can I finish? Caleb Plant is not Terrence Crawford.
Caleb
Plant is not.
Hold on. The same thing.
Haplo, you interrupted me, but let me finish. Caleb Plant, Errol Spence, and any of those guys that you want to put in the mix to move the goalposts are not Terrence Crawford.
That's not moving the goalposts.
The lifestyle of Terrence Crawford.
Those are fighters right now.
And what I'm trying to express to
you,
and they're
gassing with all the techniques that you.
What I'm trying to share with you is the fact that if you live the lifestyle and the way you train, and the lifestyle you live, you're in a good gym. You can easily fight for 20 rounds, and I'm talking about Bud Crawford. If you put him back in those days, that dude will.
Do I think he can be competitive back then? Maybe him, but that's only a maybe because there's no way of knowing that, bro.
But that's why we call it fantasy fights, and that's why it makes
that's exactly why I said.
And that's why it makes for a great debate when two people are actually talking the facts.
No, I get you. That's why I said in the chat we're arguing opinions. Like there's no way for either one to win because your opinion is one thing, mine's the other. I just think most people would agree with me, but that's okay. Whatever.
At the end of the day, I'm gonna say one thing to you. And this is a golden rule that I live my life by since I heard it way back in junior high school. Actually, I read it. A man with one eye is king in the land of the blind, which simply means I don't have to agree with the masses. I don't have to agree with the masses. You find people like Albert Einstein who said things about relativity, and he was considered a joke. You find things that Stephen Hawking said,
but here's the thing,
that people find out that is actually
the man with
today.
one eye would be half blind in the kingdom of all the people have two eyes. Also, so remember that.
That's also semantics, but I'm just making.
What are we dropping jewels here? What the fuck is happening right now?
I'm just saying this. I'm just saying
anything
this.
can be countered.
I'm just saying this. At the end of the day, when you have a fighter that Sam Langford, Sugar Ray Leonard, and all of these guys, and this was a point that I'd make, Muhammad Ali, Joe Louis, you're talking about a fighter who was voted to be in the Hall of Fame while he was still fighting.
His hands were cast by the Hall of Fame, which indicates that he will most likely get in. And he will get in for sure.
Why?
Just like when Ali was fighting and he beat Sonny Liston and other people like that, we all knew he would get in the Hall of Fame too. He was already
You're
a Hall
taking
of Famer.
away from the fact that he is an active Hall of Famer. If you saw the ceremony,
he's not in the Hall of Fame yet.
If you saw, because his career is not over.
Yes.
Hype Low,
Right.
his career is not over.
I know.
So the story
But
has not
there
been,
have been
the
plenty
story
of
has not
fighters.
ended. So
But
he's
this
an
is the
active
thing.
Hall of Famer.
You're making a false equivalency.
I'm not making. You're trying to take away.
There were
from
guys.
something
No, I'm not
that's
trying to
an
take
actual
away
fact.
anything. There were guys who we knew would get in the Hall of Fame before they got in the Hall of Fame. We knew Duran would be in the Hall of Fame. We knew Sugar Ray Leonard would be in the Hall of Fame. We know Bud is going to be in the Hall of Fame. We knew Mayweather was going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Duran and none of those guys had gotten their hand casted, which is the first step of actually your induction.
It's a nice indicator. It is. That's a very nice thing. But that doesn't mean you're
all
in
right.
the
So
Hall
if we're not gonna accept the actual facts of it,
Well,
then it's
I
just
mean,
opinion.
but Haplo, that basically is what they do. To
I'm not
commemorate.
taking away anything from the guy, bro. He got his hand casted. It's in the Hall of Fame, but it's not like we haven't known other fighters that were going to be Hall of Famers. Like we didn't know De La Hoya was going to be a Hall of Famer.
Or
We
we
didn't know
just
that.
call him
Or
like
Roy
that.
Jones. We didn't know he was going to be a Hall of Famer.
I got you. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
But did those guys get their hand casted in their prime? No,
I'm not sure. I would have to look that up. I'm not the type of person who's going to say I know something I don't know.
You don't have to look at it because the ceremonies will tell you it didn't happen. It didn't happen.
Well,
it
I'll
didn't
check.
happen
I'm going to
because
check.
Bud Crawford got his hand casted the same time Floyd Mayweather got his hand casted. The same time as Roy Jones.
But dude, that's a great achievement. Getting your hand casted, right? That's a great achievement. But that doesn't mean anything really historically because they weren't casting people's hands when Sam Langford was fighting, when Ali was fighting. They weren't even fucking doing that. So you're already, yes, this century, he's the best. That's amazing that he got his hand casted. But bro, don't make too much out of it. Come on.
I'm making as much out of it as it should be made. Because when you
because
start
they didn't
taking
used to
away
do that.
accolades,
They didn't
when you
have
start
that
taking away
technology.
accolades, that's the same argument they say, well, accolades don't mean nothing. So what Bud did this, so what Bud is a two-division.
No, I don't say that. I didn't say so what.
Yada, yada.
I said that's a great
like the
achievement.
fact that I don't
That's
like
a great
the fact that
achievement.
Ring Magazine is now owned by De La Hoya.
That's a
It's
great
taken away.
achievement that did not exist back in the day. So you can't fault former fighters for not having something done that didn't even exist when they were fighting, bro. Just silly.
It's not silly. It's like saying technology and advancements in things are silly because it's not back in the day. It
No,
doesn't
I'm saying
fucking matter. It doesn't matter if you didn't have that opportunity. It doesn't matter if you didn't have that opportunity. What actually matters is what's actually on paper. That's the shit that goes in history. That's the shit a person can go to the Hall of Fame museum. A young 6-year-old fighter can go there and see Bud's hands, Bud Crawford's hand casted, and put his hand up to Bud and say, "Yeah, one day I'm gonna be like Bud Crawford."
That's great.
So that's history. That's
historical.
History. So don't take away from that.
It is. But comparing that and saying that's a reason why he's better than Sam Langford or Ray Robinson is wrong. Period.
Again, I would never tell you your opinion is wrong. Like you can't tell me my opinion is wrong. If I hold that as a milestone, and if I'm willing to die on that sword, then that's what it is.
That he got his hand casted to say that he's greater than the other guys is wrong because that was not available to them.
How do you know? How do you know? How do you know?
I'll find out for sure.
How do you know?
I'll find out for sure. What's the oldest hand cast they have? Since you know the Hall of Fame so well, what's the oldest hand cast they have?
Okay, just like I have a computer, I'm going to Google it.
Please do, because I don't know. But I think what I'm saying is that that's a great achievement that he got his hand cast, and that's a milestone, and I'm not trying to take that away from him. That's awesome. But I'm not saying, like, that's not the reason why you would put him above anybody in boxing history because he got his hand cast. It makes no sense to me. Whatever.
Listen, I say more than that. But that is the icing on the cake for me. I look at him as being a 3-division lineal champion. I look at him as being the first male in a 4-belt era, to become undisputed in 2 divisions.
Right. Okay. So does that mean that's better than the 3-belt era or the 1-belt era?
Yes, it does, because you had to face 4 other champions.
It doesn't.
Okay,
because in the 1-belt era, those 4 guys,
the conversation is done with
those same 4 guys would have been contenders, and you would have had to beat them to get a championship fight.
But a fucking contender is not a champion. You have to take
a
the other champion
if there's 4
away.
champions,
And the way he just
is
beat
that a champion?
the way he just beat Errol Spence, who had 3 belts, says a lot. The way he's has he's on a 10-11 round knockout streak at 147.
That's amazing.
Says a lot. The fact that he did
Armstrong has the record for title defenses at welterweight. You know that, right? Armstrong.
Okay, so let me ask you
19
this question.
title defenses.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. Ali also has 19 title defenses. Deontay Wilder has 10.
That's heavyweight. We're talking about welterweight.
So what I'm trying to express to
Armstrong
you is,
has the record.
but you made a statement. You made a statement about most title defenses. So at the end of the day, all I'm saying is this with you. If you're considered a boogeyman, people are doing everything they can to avoid you, just like Errol Spence avoided Bud Crawford for 5 fucking years. And you're the other guys who are between 1 and 5 don't want any smoke to you. When you have a mandatory, it always has to go down to 6, 7, 8, and 9, and then they want to take that away from you. How can you even say the fact that you have guys who were back then who were thirsty to fight because they weren't making money, and fighting was a way that they can increase their financial status by a fight, as opposed to what they were doing as part of their regular job. When you look at the boogeyman does not have as many fights as the guy who everybody wants. That's just the absolute fact, because people are running.
No, it's not a fact. You're trying to put modern day ducking and ability to duck people on a historical level where it didn't exist in a 1 or a 2 belt era
isn't that what I just said? I don't think you listened to me.
Hang on. I listened to you. Give me a second. The times that you're talking about, the boogeyman was the champion, and you had to fight the boogeyman. So you couldn't avoid them. You couldn't avoid them by going the WBO route or the WBC route or whichever route that you decide to take, where Malignaggi gets a title at welterweight, or that never would have happened.
Wait, which era are we talking about? Are we talking Black Murderers Row? I mean, what era?
We talking about the
Black
old
Murderers
era,
Row is
champ.
middleweights. We're talking about the eras, all the various different eras.
Of all the various eras.
Yeah, you've got the 1 belt, you got the 2
welterweights.
belt, you got the 3 belt, and you got the 4 belt.
So the 4 belt allows
And
more
the 4
ducking.
belt-
So the
and
4
4
belt allows for more ducking. So
ducking.
isn't it
Yes.
more of an
It
accomplishment to become undisputed in a 4 belt era than
No,
a
because
1 belt era?
if it was a 1 belt
No,
era,
not the same, AC.
you'd have to fight all those guys as contenders to get a championship fight. It was much harder to get a title fight in the 1 belt era.
For
now
sure.
you got 4 fucking choices, or maybe even 5 if you count the WBA regular.
Facts.
So you've got 5 belts to choose from now to go after a title. That's why a Miguel Cotto could move up to 154 and fight Yuri Foreman and get a title real quick, where back in the day he wouldn't have been able to do that.
Hell no.
Why wouldn't he have been able to move up in weight?
No, he would have been able to move up, but he wouldn't have been able to cherry pick a title.
That just
No, bro.
says you can move up. You can
No,
move up
because he didn't fight the toughest guy. He didn't fight the boogeyman. He fought Yuri Foreman, and he got a title. That's what he did. Just like when Broner moved up and fought Malignaggi and got a title at welterweight. Who else did he beat at welterweight? Nobody.
He got that. Well, and I agree, because to me, it is harder. I mean, I'm not saying in the 4 belt area it's not hard at all, because you have to go collect one by one, and I get that.
Both things are hard, Sugar J. They're both hard. They're just different.
It's hard. But the whole boogeyman standpoint, to me, it's like you said, you had to, if you wanted to become the champion, you had to fight the boogeyman. Marvin Hagler, to me, was one of those boogeymans, and he was the #1 guy for years. So there was guys that ran into him that probably were a little scared, but at the end of the day, if they wanted that shot, they knew they had to fight him. They knew they had to.
He was undisputed.
Exactly. Same thing with the Joe Frazier. When Bob Foster moved up, he knew he wasn't gonna fight no Jimmy Ellis. No, he knew he had to fight Smoking Joe Frazier. He knew he had to go fight
in the
top
4 belt
guy.
era, like Sugar J is saying, in the 4 belt era, there would have been another champion that he could have probably fought and gone around that and got a title.
Right.
So all these titles that people are saying, unless you're undisputed, they don't mean shit. Undisputed.
This is why we're talking
what it
about
means.
Bud Crawford being
That's why
undisputed
is
in 2
important.
weight classes. He put himself in a position to whereas you can't run from him.
I'm not
If
arguing
anybody
against
wants to be champion, if they want to be champion, you have to fight him. Just like Boots Ennis had the opportunity to fight Bud Crawford, just like Virgil Ortiz had the opportunity to fight
and they
Bud
didn't
Crawford.
do it. And they didn't do it. Why? Because they were able to go around it and go another way.
Absolutely.
But that's what I'm saying to you is, yes, you in a 4 belt era, guys will try to find the easiest route to becoming champion.
Exactly.
Because that's their handlers.
Thank you.
Right?
You just
in
proved
the
my
age,
point.
in the age of Sugar Ray Robinson, if you wanted to be champion, you just had to fight Sugar Ray.
Yeah. No way around
I'm
that.
not taking that away, and everyone who's saying whatever is misunderstanding the point. In the 4 belt era,
but you're the
it's
one who was
easier for a guy.
misunderstanding.
I'm going to tell you my point again. In a 4 belt era, it's easier for everyone to actually duck the boogeyman, so you don't get the fights that you really want. This is why in this era, the biggest saying, and the fuckboy tried to put his channel behind it, is saying we want to see the best fight the best.
That's true.
Well, that's what he meant at the beginning, but he became very different later on. And I don't
I'm gonna
want to
tell you
talk about
this.
that.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna tell you this, AC. I agree with your standpoint, but if 2020, like to me, if 2023 has not shown you, no matter what the fuck, at the end of the day, with the fights like Tank and Garcia, the fights like Benavidez playing, the fights like Canelo, Charlo, Bud, and Spence. At the end of the day, if you really want to fight, you can get the fight made. You know, so I agree with you to a certain point, but if you really want to fight made, that ice in it, don't touch it. Okay. All right. But yeah, like I'm saying, like, yeah. So,
Has
it's just
anybody had the opportunity to look at the fight again?
what I'm saying is this though. Like, all I'm saying is this. I agree. I'm gonna call you H because I don't know your name. Like, I don't want to fuck up your name, but I agree with you 100% in what you're saying.
Haplotype.
Okay, because to me, I feel like I'm misunderstood in that standpoint where they say when I say it's harder back then to be the champion and stuff like that. A lot of people say, "Oh, you're going against Bud or whatever." No, I'm not going against Bud. I'm not saying he's
No,
not
it's just
doing it right.
statement of fact, bro. Like it's not his fault.
Exactly. Like it would be the same if Muhammad Ali was in this era and he was going through the same shit. It would be the same, vice versa. Whoever doesn't matter who. It's just the facts. The facts is, back in the day, to me, like look at the guys like Joe Louis. You can't. That's why I say you can't just say one fighter's the GOAT of all time. Sam Lanford and them guys, even guys before Sam, they were fighting to get out of slavery and going to like it's a whole different
Yeah,
thing.
Molyneux. Yeah, he fought out of slavery.
You can say who's the greatest fighter in eras, generations. You can do that, but like you can't just be like, oh yeah, Floyd Mayweather's the greatest fighter of all time. What the hell?
Oh hell no!
You can't do that. You got to think about fighters like Tommy Hearns and them guys. You can't just say, and that's my whole point. I feel like people misunderstand the point.
Yeah,
when
I think
say
Tommy Hearns would beat Bud and Mayweather.
That's questionable.
At welterweight.
I think Tommy could beat Floyd. I just think Floyd's game plan against Tommy would be all wrong with the Philly shell and shit like that. I just think that would be horrible for him. I think.
Well, you saw his dad. What happened to
Floyd.
him with that style?
It's like. It's just, I guess it just depends on how you look at it. Because at the end, none of us are really wrong. It's just because we all have great, valuable points. AC has some great points. Cam has some great points. Mr. Warren has some great points. Me and you, we got some great points. I guess it just depends on how you look at it. And me, boxing fan first, I look at it from all angles. Look, I fight for Bud for crying out loud. I ain't never gonna go against Bud. But at the end of the day,
I'm not either,
bro.
I'm just saying. All I'm saying is that there are welterweights from the past who did more at welterweight. You can't deny that. Like he doesn't have that many fights to where he can be compared to certain guys at welterweight in the past, and he doesn't have victories that can be compared. Like to me, beating Spence was a great victory, and for this century, that's amazing. But that's not to me on the same level as some of the fights that happened in the last century. So, it's apples and oranges, like you said. It's all opinion.
I think Haplotype. I think the part you mentioned is they're not going back that far. The far.
No, but AC was. He brought up Langford. That's why I came on. That's why I came on, bro.
I got you, but I'm speaking in general now. So let's just generalize this a little bit. We're speaking about from people that know Floyd, and they're using Floyd as the standard right now. The younger generation, that's who they're using. That's Floyd as that measuring stick.
That's you though, Mr. Warren. That's the difference though, Mr. Warren. Like
not everybody, Sugar J. There's not a young guy like you, Sugar J, that goes
and
back
I agree.
that deep, that goes back
and
that far.
And your point is right. And I agree with that's what I'm saying, but I'm saying guys like not everybody's like you in the sense of that's not you're one of the only guys that I hear talking about just going from Floyd. I hear guys going back. I just heard somebody say on live today that Bud was already better than Sam Lanford. So I mean, like you are not the. I'm not talking about.
Yeah, that's
I'm not
why
talking
I
about.
jumped on.
Yeah, because
I
mean,
said
but
I
those
believe Bud
arguments,
would beat
those
the
are, but
shit.
to me,
I
those are good
I
arguments
said
to
that. I
have.
said I believe Bud would beat the shit out of Sam Langford because
No,
of the
no,
way
he wouldn't.
these guys, the way they hold their guard and other
No,
things
bro.
like that. That's your
No.
opinion. I look at Bud.
Well,
and I
it
look,
is mine, and that's your opinion. Your opinion and my opinion. My
That's
opinion
true.
is
At the end of the day, we all
like, listen, bro.
it's
Sam
titled.
Langford fought heavyweights. He
I'm
fought
about to
20
say
round
Sam went from
fights.
welterweight to heavyweight. Facts. I call Bud.
He went from lightweight to
reincarnation.
heavyweight.
I'm about to
Actually,
say no. He went from lightweight to heavy. I'm sorry. Yeah.
yeah. But he was most effective like 160 on up.
160.
And it remains to be seen how effective Bud is 160 on up. I think if Bud beats Canelo, then you can make a little bit more of a comparison with Langford. But Langford was fighting the biggest heavyweights of his day, bro.
In the division, that's true.
Yeah, like he was fighting guys, and you also said guys are bigger now. That's not necessarily true. There were periods of time in history where you had 6'6", 250-pound heavyweights like Jess Willard and fucking Primo Carnera. So, like, I don't know. It's just one of those things.
just
Well,
what I'm
gentlemen,
saying is
I hate
it
to
wasn't
break up
consistent like a heavyweight today.
demonstrations. I hate to break up the
but back to
demonstration. I gotta go because it's dinner time. Yeah. No.
I got you.
But before I get going, I wanna get everybody's final thoughts. We have been on this motherfucker for about going on 3.5 hours, man. Whew. And I got to eat din. No, it's fat nigga hour. Okay.
I got you.
I gotta get off YouTube.
Well, I'm gonna start off, man. I want to say to B Mac, I hope you get well, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the Mac Mom, man. Hurry up and get well, man. Get back here.
Yeah, he got COVID, so he quarantined for a little bit. I did reach out to him just to see how he's doing. So if y'all got his number, man, y'all reach out to him just to see how he's doing, man. Probably help him get back together.
Hit him up.
I was just talking to Kim. I was just talking to Kim about it yesterday, and I hit him up on his channel, man. Like, shout out to B Mac, man. Shout out.
Yeah, he said he out with he got COVID, so.
But I also heard this ain't the first time he caught it. So yeah, like for real, like for real, prayers, man.
Yeah,
straight up.
And man, thanks, Cam. Man, I love the video, bro. That's my favorite video. I watch that one. I want to laugh every time. Man, look like a love, but TKO.
Hey, I appreciate you, Mr. Ward. Always.
That's my outside of the national anthem booty swing. That's my
yes, sir.
Yeah. I salute to that every time I hear it.
That's the one right there, man.
Yeah, that's my anthem.
That TKO, they like, what? They think they funny. Like,
yeah, they can't come back with that nothing after that.
Ain't
bro.
nothing they can do with that, bro.
they done. They cooked. that shit shut up everything.
We had 28 excuses, man. 28.
No, we got 29.
We made it to 30 now when you gave us with Bud being with Errol being hypnotized.
Yeah. That's the
Errol.
Damn. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go watch that movie, man, just to get a laugh.
Hey, yo, I'm about to have a clip for that next time we come up.
Yes, sir.
One love to you, Mr. Ward. Appreciate you coming through, man.
And nice chatting with the rest of you fellas. Y'all be easy, be smooth. AC, one love, baby. Sugar J, one love. Hippo type. Oh man, one love. Appreciate your knowledge, man. Come back and
all right.
with us
hey,
again,
thanks
brother.
for having me on. Saludos.
No doubt.
Shout out to you, man.
No doubt.
It was
going out to my guy AC the chef, man. I'm Brooklyn, man. Before we get going, what's your final thoughts, AC? AC.
Yeah. I was cleaning. I was cleaning my joint, and my mouse was acting all crazy.
Gotcha.
But basically, it was a great debate. It's the type of debate that we arguing two strong opinions. Both opinions are supported by great facts, and that's the way a debate should be. You feel what I'm saying? So I respect his opinion, but I'm a die on my sword. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, from all the boxing I've ever seen, I've not seen a fighter in my lifetime accomplish the things and break the glass ceilings that Bud has been breaking. You feel what I'm saying?
I got you.
In a 4-belt era, I don't think it's. I think, like I said before, a lot of fighters these days and their handlers try to guide them through the easiest route to becoming champion.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right? No, but at the end of the day, when they do come across that real guy, if they're looking to become unified, if they're looking to become undisputed, then that belt is easily taken away, or they're going to drop it. Much like other fighters that people will die on their sword, but if they look at it, as the guy kept on moving up, as soon as stiff competition come, let me get rid of that belt, and I'm gonna move up in weight. You feel what I'm saying? And we all know Canelo. We're talking about the Canelos, the Mayweathers, and others who have followed that path. Not saying you feel what I'm saying, but at the end of the day, I look at this fighter of this generation not wanting to duck the smoke from nobody. You call his name out, he's like, "So when do you want to get in the ring?" And then dudes get quiet. You feel what I'm saying? So, I appreciate looking at Bud because he's everything that I've always wished a boxer or a fighter would encompass. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
When I look back at history and look at the average, sometimes the average weight of a heavyweight, they were 180 to 200 to 205 pounds. I know motherfuckers that are 135 pounds that'll drop a big nigga like that. I've seen it.
AC.
Yeah.
Well, you ain't got to wait that much longer to see another heavyweight like that.
Oh, I feel you. That's why I was about to give you yours, but you want to be, you want to be like Diddy, all in the video. I'm joking with you. I'm joking with you, bro. But that's why, with your knowledge of going back in history and looking at everything, looking at what you can possibly do and what I believe you're gonna do is amazing to me, because you're here in these debates with us older guys that we're talking about boxing before you were even born. We're talking about fights before I was even born, and I've come through 4 different eras. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like I'm blessed to be able to witness these fights. You know what I'm saying? To be able to see so many different things, and knowing that I have a computer, I can actually find libraries that show me these guys fighting. If there's actual footage on them. There's some fighters you're just not going to find footage on because no one was covering it. You got to try to find audio of when things were on the radio, and they would just call the fights. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, boxing is something that we're all passionate about. I didn't grow up in a household where basketball or football or baseball was at the forefront. We were about boxing. Like I said before, I would bet my uncles, well, you give me $10, I bet you if I win, you give me $10. And he would say, well, if I lose, if he wins, I got to come over and trim his hedges and mow his yard and pick up all the dog shit and shit like that from the yard and stuff like that. So it was a pretty cool bet. Everything was great. You know what I'm saying? And this is how I grew up. Boxing was at our forefront. I boxed at my PAL. I got myself into trouble early on in my life, and that took me out of that whole equation. You feel what I'm saying? But it didn't take the passion for me to want to look at it, stay training to a certain degree, and things like that. But that's my cook, and it was a great debate with Haplo. I'm happy you joined in and stuff like that. And again, a great show from the Apostles. I got to figure out still what the fuck's going on, why I keep getting this feedback and shit like that. But I don't know. Maybe next time I'll just try my headphones. Maybe my headphones are corrected.
Okay. Yeah, that shit weird, man. I get a freaking feedback. That shit crazy. But one love to you anyway, man. Appreciate you coming.
Me.
Yes, sir. Sugar J, what's your final thoughts, man?
I just want to say this. Besides you and Gucci and Cam, and there's no disrespect to anybody else on the panel. The number third guy, besides me, of course, I always think about AC. It's always a blessing, AC is on the live, right? I know he battled his issues, and it's always good to hear his voice, because I remember it wasn't that long ago where he was off because he had some heart issues he was dealing with, right? And so it's always good to talk to him, And like I said, like he said, it's like apples and oranges. Him and Mr. and Warren agreed on some stuff. Me and Hoppo type, I think that's his name. No disrespect to you. I just don't want to mess it up. Me and him agreed. Me personally, I just think Bud is the GOAT of in the last. If you, I think Bud is the GOAT of this generation. But I at the same time though, it depends on how you look at it, right? It's like LeBron and MJ. It depends on how you look at it. Everybody got their different views. That's why and that's why I don't even try to knock nobody else's, because that's like such a hard ass debate. It's like, how can you say who's wrong? To me, it's just however you look at it and however you think about it. They think Bud is the greatest writer of all time. I mean, that's fine. Me personally, I think stylistically he would be all those guys like AC said. My whole thing is though, if we going off the whole thing, like the whole fucking thing, he has some competition. But like if there was to fight, to me, if he was to fight Sugar Ray Leonard, he would beat him. If he was to have fought all these, I'm not saying he's not beating him. I'm just saying we're going off throughout the whole career, the whole resume. He's up there, skillful. Accomplished wise, but there's so many things that guys did first. Like Manny Pacquiao's 8 divisions. Ain't nobody else gonna do no shit like that, right? Ain't nobody gonna do that. Nobody's thinking about doing that, right, Kim? Am I lying? No. Tommy Hearns did 7 or 6. What was it? Sugar Ray Leonard went from welterweight to light heavyweight. Like, it's just so many different things. Like, Bernard, we talking about the 4-belt era. Bernard Hopkins was the guy that started it, and nobody even talks about him no more. And he was the guy that started the whole 4-belt era thing. And who he beat to become Mr. 4-belt, we don't even talk about. Right? So, to me, it depends on how you look at it. Cam, I'm going to need you to post that short, though, because we need to spar. But with that, wait, hold on. Before I go, I need you to play my guy Joe Shicey's song real quick. I need you to play. I need to hear it first, Cam. I'm sorry.
I gotta go, man.
Okay. He lucky. Him and the Mango Kitties are okay for now. All right, bet.
Look, I got you next time, though. I definitely got you. We gonna play that Joe Shiesty. Grr. Hey, man, one love to everybody that came through today, bro. Oh, my goodness. Fire show as always. Listen, Gooch. Boy, you burnt the damn kitchen down today, my boy. You burnt it up. Did your thing. Man, you did a great job today, my guy. Good job, Gooch. Numbers. Sock it to me. One love to Sugar J, man. One love to everybody that put up on the panel today. Haplotype Bills, Mr. Warren, Mr. Golden. Who else came through today, man? Man, I appreciate everybody that came through. All the queens that came through, man. All the queens that pulled up. Yes, indeed. One love to Miss La Jessica. And who else? What was the other young lady name? Listen, I smoke a lot of weed. I got to scroll back up. Hold up. Let me see. Miss La Jessica, and then Miss Shalia for coming through. Man, I appreciate y'all queens coming through. Y'all always more than welcome to pull up here. This box to you. Listen, we dropped the link so y'all could go ahead and come on, pop your shit, do some cooking with us. You know what I mean? Like, listen, man, that's what we do here, man. We try to talk this good boxing. So yeah, listen. I'm finna go eat dinner. I'm fat. I'm hungry. Yeah. And I need a haircut and I need to shave because I don't look right. I like a little teddy bear and it's terrible. But with that being said, Gooch, I'm out. It's your main man, Cam the Baptist, man. Love y'all. Peace. I'm hungry. Where my food at? I'm fat. Let me play. Oh, I guess I do got to play the demonstration, huh? Or I could just end it. Nah. It's not the same, man. Matter of fact, why don't I just give it to y'all again? Because it's been too many excuses. It's been too much BS, and y'all gotta eat that shit. We up to 28 excuses now, folks. 28 of them things, man. Hey, yeah, and if y'all see me, I'm in there. It's not a game. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not a game. It's never a fucking game. Shout out to the North Side, man. Old Town, stand up, man. Y'all know how we do. It's Mr. Northside himself, before thee. But yeah, man. Shout out to Pastor Gooch. Shout out to Sugar J, the wise one. Man, shout out to everybody that came through. Shout out to all of you in the chat. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe, man. Shout out to the playback gang. Let me put this up here. If y'all feel like, blessing the offering today of, if you heard any of the pastor's sermon today, and it blessed your life, it blessed your living, your existence, your ear to the boxing streets, and you would like to sow a seed into the It's Boxing to You campaign, we will place the cash apps before you below. That way you can sow a seed, be blessed to be a blessing. Yes, indeed. With that being said, it's your main man, Cam the Baptist, and I'm out because my food getting cold. And yeah, fuck y'all. I'm fat. Peace. All right, man. We'll probably be back tomorrow. I think we'll come back tomorrow. Because, 40 days and 40 nights. It's not over. I'm going to flood you whole ass niggas for all that fuck shit y'all was doing, man. 5 years, bro. 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. Anything you say, 5th. Yeah, man. So 40 days and 40 nights. Just because my nigga Bud is 40-0, y'all gonna recognize greatness until y'all tap out. We gonna keep tapping that ass. Pause. Respectfully. We don't. I only smack those doonies in there. I like lady doonies, not man doonies. That's ew. We're gonna do that. Anyway. Where am I motherfucking? All right, I'm talking too much. I'm rambling. I feel like a bad guy on the movie. All right, I'm out, man. Listen, fuck that. 28 excuses. Y'all already know what time it is. Let that shit go. And I'm out. Peace. I want to speak to you aerosexuals for just a moment.
You know, you seem to think that after July 29th, after listening to y'all spread propaganda for 5 years, you seem to think July 29th was a fluke. And we called it Crawford at 9. You making excuses? You need to just let it go. Looking back over the years, these niggas shedded some tears. Told myself time and time again, Errol Spence is gonna win. Through all the fussing and fighting, debating and lying, now I'm sitting here crying. Cause when Spence got dropped in the ninth and now Budden changed my mind, I think I better let it go. Looks like another Bud TKO. Oh, I think I better let it go. Let it go, EJ. Looks like another Bud TKO. Trying to take control of Bud took control of me. All of the lying I was doing on YouTube, now them niggas roll with me. Through all the bumps and the bruises and all the fight, now Spence is a loser. Trying to hold on, his face is gone. Now Derrick James is singing a song. I think I better let it go. What you say? Looks like another Bud TKO. Oh, Spence, you need to let it go. Let it go, EJ. Looks like another Bud TKO. Oh, bitch.
Mr. Goose to you. Mr. Goose to you. And I'm with my guys, Sugar J the Wise One and Cam the Baptist. Yes, and we are the apostles of the youth boxing community. And we're bringing It's Boxing to You.
It's the apostles and we come to lay of hands. Half step, weave the jab, uppercut, pick up your mans. It's Pastor Gucci Cam, Sugar J the Wise Man. We bring them to the light, make these haters understand. Northside is where I stand. Nebraska, that's the land. We cancels out the jab from a southpaw stance. We beat the competition, knock it out with either hand. And we drop the link, so come and kick it with your fam. And we drop receipts, so keep your sources on hand. If you can't confirm that this facts, you spread propaganda. Make sure you hit the like when you subscribe to the channel. One love to the playback gang and the panel. It's boxing to you.
It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you. It's boxing to you.
Represent the 402. Being Team Crawford, that's what we do. It's boxing to you.
It's boxing to you.
It's boxing to you.
It's boxing to you.
What it do? Represent the 402. Team Crawford, BNB, yeah, that's what we do. What up? Y'all know who it is. It's the Goose to you. Mr. Goose to you. They said we weren't gonna do it, Cam. They said we weren't gonna last in this bitch, but we here. The apostles of the YouTube boxing community. We laying hands on their asses. Y'all see what it is. We got young Sugar J, the switch hitter from BNB, coming out 2023. One love. Y'all know what it is, huh? But y'all gonna see what it is. Mr. Gucci, you, Cam the Baptist, Sugar J the Wise One, we are the apostles of the YouTube boxing community.